Hi, and welcome along to the weekend roundup. We are here to round up another weekend of brilliant football in the Premier League. And here to round it up, we have Matisse. Abbi Summers representing Tottenham Hotspur as always. The champions are in the building. Give it up, AGT. And celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, y'all, my friend. One more year for them. Celebrating his 50th birthday. Flex!
Big 5-0.
One more year for them.
Big 5-0.
Flexpressions.
Big 5-0.
DJ.
That's a separate person now. I don't know who Flexpressions is.
You're not really 50 though. How old are you actually?
No, I'm only 37, so you know. Yeah. But what it does is it speaks volumes of my character. It speaks volumes of my character because you could either be immature, kid basically, or you could be beyond your years and show wisdom.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I'm waiting.
Happy birthday to
I know.
Happy birthday to you.
Light your candles.
Happy birthday, y'all, my friend.
What is that?
One more year for them.
Is this some sort of
Yeah,
twist?
there's a wish.
Light your
Yeah.
candles.
No one knows the lyrics.
It's,
after
yeah.
that.
Okay, right.
Go on.
Well, look, it wouldn't be a birthday
Go on.
unless there was a present.
Ooh.
And
Selfridge is back.
It's not going to be.
we
for
did
Blair.
it,
No
you know,
chance.
it was
Go
all
on.
good. I wanted to really think about what you might need.
This is disgraceful.
What you might need.
Go on.
I'll let you open it.
Go on.
But just know it's...
It'd be something to do with hair and hairline,
It's
so let
with
me just
love.
grab this.
It's with
Let me
love.
grab this because it's
And
very obvious. There you go. You can read like a book. There you go. So we got Just for Men. We got a little bit of that for the Silver Fox. Shout out Denzel Washington and Idris Elba. It's the new man. Shout out Black
that?
Blaze as well. Instant spray on as well. So we got that.
Do your roots,
So you can
yeah.
just do the roots, and then what's this going to be? One of the combs to come in,
Did you know
is
you
this
always
a
keep your hat
white
on?
craft glue?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito settings.
Yeah,
Keep that
so
on.
when we
So we're going to
use-
keep that.
yeah.
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 And we're going to put that.
So we can glue that
And you
back
can glue
on.
that back on.
But if you don't
And
wanna
I've
wear
got
the
some
hat-
wipes, so you got to do a show of no makeup.
I'm fine with that.
What do you want? What do you want?
That's
What, don't underestimate me. We know that like, expressions already learned. Don't underestimate me, so we could be quick. So, what do you want?
We can do
We
it.
can do both.
Poke
Do
in the
you
bear.
want both?
That's
Poke in
cold.
the bear.
Cold.
Listen,
Poke in the
all I'm
bear.
gonna say, I'm more than happy to do a show about me. But I just
Go
want,
on.
I just thought
Thank
these
you.
are things that you need.
I will need
and
this.
obviously, because you know, like he goes to Sky in Jam, we don't see him for a month, and he doesn't have the hat on.
It's even got a rattle in it. Look at that. It's it. Yeah. Wow. You definitely bought this.
To make sure that you were all fixed up sharp for Sky
Thank
in Jam.
you. And I will
You
be.
take that home,
And you
babe.
can see. I appreciate it. And you got it from
Happy-
Selfridges
And
as
it
well.
came from
This is
Selfridges.
expensive.
Wow.
I
Anyway,
really
Happy
appreciate
birthday.
that.
Happy birthday.
hon.
Present.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Happy
Thank you
birthday.
so
Love you
much.
lots.
Of course, we're here
Get
to talk
fucked.
about the football from the weekend. First of all, before we do that, let's get into,
Hot now.
talk about our sponsors today.
Yeah, we need
Fairplay,
to.
big them up.
We need to.
Can we get-
I'm
sorry.
struggling to compose myself after that. That was
You want to eat it?
an insane comeback from Flex Expressions. Well done, my friend.
Get off
Happy
then.
birthday as well. Right, it's even better birthday for Flex, and I'll tell you why in a second, because this video is brought to you, as you know by now, by Fairplay, the peer-to-peer betting app that allows you to hold your friends accountable. We've also launched with Fairplay the Jackpot Sevens, right? The Premier League predictor game, where you, at home, yes you, if you're over 18 and you gamble responsibly and you live in the UK, can win up to £700,000 in cash, baby. Whilst no one took home the jackpot this week, unfortunately, again, the beauty, as you know by now, of Jackpot Sevens is that there is a minimum £500 pot split between the top 5 entries of the week, right? The past game week, we had 8 winners. Congratulations to them. They won a share of £815.50, and you can find their names on the screen now. So big up to them. Right, the next Jackpot 7 games is open now, by the way. As you know, midweek fixtures in the Premier League this week. So if you want to play along with us, download the app, select the Jackpot 7s and enter your predictions for the game week and see if you are one of 5 lucky people that could be taking home some cash. Costs £5 to enter this week, doesn't it? And the more people play, the more money in the jackpot that there is. Stick around, because later in the show, we'll be seeing how the panel did with our predictions last week, and of course we'll be talking about the predictions for the new game week as well, covering the mid-week matches. Rob,
Yeah, well done for that. And big up to. Did you win more money again this week?
Snowball, mate. You know what I mean? We all got all the jokes, but when it comes to talking ball, winning money, aren't I? So
Jesus, guy, man.
43 quid. I
probably
think
should
you
be more
want
like me.
43 quid he took home.
Bit of a role model, aren't I?
listen,
Really.
jump on the game,
I'd say,
people.
I'd
Jump
say.
on the game. By the way,
Go and get your knife.
Can I have a knife, please?
yeah,
Share
no,
some
it's
out.
okay.
Everyone can have some apart from you.
Okay. As he's cutting out, just to remind everybody that this weekend's games were intense and there was a lot of talk about it. But if you couldn't keep updated or watch your team's match because you were travelling and you had no access, well, that's a shame. But missing out during the season just isn't an option. And that's where today's sponsor, Proton VPN, steps in. And they've got a great discount for everybody today. I'm bringing the stadium to you, all of you, no matter where you are. And it's incredibly private and secure. Just hit the link in the description for this exclusive offer so that you don't miss a moment of action of any game, right? So that's Proton VPN. Big up to them for sponsoring the show. The first super chat that's come in here is from Medical Bunker. Says, LFC coming for number 20 flex. Salah, Henry. He's got the thing, so he's coming for Henry as well. Abbi. YNWA.
You
Right?
never walk alone, mate.
Where do we
I'm
start?
right there, walking with you.
I think we should start with the Arsenal. No, I'm only joking. Right? We start with only one place. It was a great victory for Liverpool yesterday. You can take nothing from that. They made Manchester City look like a relegation team. It could have been, probably should have been at least 5 for Liverpool against Manchester City. Manchester City looked bereft of ideas, and the whole of the stadium singing to Pep, "You're going to get sacked in the morning." He then started putting up 6 fingers to remind him how many titles he's won. Never seen him so rattled. I mean, AGT, talk to us about that performance yesterday, because surely now, and I'm not even bantering now, surely now you've got to be favourites for this title. 9 points clear of second place, 11 points clear of Manchester City.
Well, what did I say on Thursday, guys? What did I say on Thursday? I said if we beat Manchester City on Sunday, I'm going to come in with chest. And guess what? After the game yesterday, I said on my fan cams, Liverpool will win the Premier League. You've got it on camera.
Finally.
I've seen enough evidence now. After 20 games, we're a third of the way through the season. And in my opinion, I've seen enough from our team that constitutes us as not only just title runners, but title winners. And if we can do that in Arne Slot's first season, it's incredible. But going back to the performance, Pep always gets rattled at Anfield. There was a bit of respect at the end when he clapped us. We clapped him back. And he was right. 6 defeats in 7. He is right. And he is right. 6 Champions Leagues. He is right. And Man City, as you said, Virgil van Dijk, his XG was twice as much as Erling Haaland. He should have had a hat-trick, if I'm honest.
He should have done.
Had
should have done.
Headers. Soboslai should have
Couple of
scored
free
a couple.
headers.
Gakpo missed a couple.
That header, who's like,
Trent had one off the line.
How didn't I score? How?
Really? Of course, I'm over the moon
Salah
to
missed
win
a
that
penalty.
game.
Yeah.
I'm over the moon to win the game, and it's a bit of a mental barrier we overcome because we haven't beaten them since October 2022. We've played the champions of Spain and England in a week, scored loads of goals, should have scored more. We haven't conceded any. But to get that one over the line against City is massive, and that's why the confidence now shifts between can we do it against the champions we have now, and now from this team, the evidence that I've seen, we should be going on to win the title now.
Yeah, I mean, it was an unbelievable performance, wasn't it?
Very well put.
They're so good. I don't know what's going on with you lot, but you're so good.
Thank you.
And also, like half time, I think City had like an XG of like 0.07
They didn't
or
test.
something. It was just
Said, who won
ridiculous.
tests?
If someone would have told me that was like a mid-table team, I'd have believed you.
Lower.
Lower.
Well, do you know what?
Southampton did better
They did.
than what City did. When Southampton played you guys last week, they played much better than what City did.
Yeah.
They were dreadful.
But
City.
don't take anything away from
No,
Liverpool.
not taking
because
anything
to have
away.
a week like that and to beat Madrid, to beat City.
No Alisson, no Jota.
Yeah,
Trent
like
was injured.
no one can chat to you anymore about not
Unbelievable.
playing any teams that can challenge
Have
you.
we
like,
still not played anyone good?
No.
Yeah.
We already
City
decided
rubbish.
that last week.
And we
no,
said
no,
to
we
you,
said that already.
we said to you last week you played someone good. So
But do you know what? Someone called Dave, shout out Dave, he came on the fan cams yesterday and said, it's like year 11s versus year 7s. And it was that. You know, when big man just boots your ball over the fence and you can't get it back.
They got a little broad, man.
They absolutely,
All over
and I
the
have to
place.
give a huge shout out to Joe Gomez. I know he used to be your bodyguard at school and protect your cookies, but he's gone on to bigger and better
Done
things,
very well.
man.
Done very well,
He
but I didn't have.
never complains.
Nope.
He's always there when we need him. I mean, the injuries that he's had to overcome early on in his career, to actually have the mental strength to come back and be called upon like that, and he always delivers. Left back, centre mid. I think he's played centre back 55 times for Liverpool. He's got 33 clean sheets. And against City, you know, obviously Bradley comes out, Trent comes in, has to acclimatise. Kelleher's save. Oh, mate, that goalkeeper, it just blows
Can't
my
believe
mind.
you're
keeping
more
him
and
for
more
much
every
longer.
week.
Can't believe it. I remember
He's
when he used to
unbelievable.
be
Yeah,
I
he's
just miss him.
unbelievable.
His second keeper.
He's
So
got
yeah,
to be
massive
honest.
shot. I think
Proper.
Soboslai, the energy was a joke. He was incredible. Diaz always makes people make mistakes. The assist from Salah for Gakpo's goal,
Yeah,
eye of
man.
the needle stuff, and then gets his pen, missed one.
The shot, wasn't it?
Missed the
No,
1v1.
so obviously across.
He had a great
Missed a
1v1.
massive, and again, I didn't even mention that. It could have been 6 or 7
Yeah, he
nil.
put it over
The
the
only
bar.
thing I'm disappointed about in that game is that we didn't
Score
really
more.
crucify them, because 2-0 looks great and it is great for the table, but really we should have been beating them 6 or 7 nil. And I
Matisse.
never thought I'd ever say that. By the way.
Matisse, right, as we said, not taking anything away from Liverpool, because that was like, that performance was sort of like a mixture of Arne Slot and Klopp,
Mixed together.
where
yeah.
they were so intense, right?
Yeah.
However, was you shocked at how bad City were? I mean, that first half in particular, they were terrible, weren't they?
I'm not shocked anymore. They've been that bad for weeks. They've been, you know, battered by Tottenham, battered by Liverpool. That was no
Brighton
different.
took them apart in the
That
second
was no
half.
different to when Liverpool played United. Like City have been putting in Ten Hag level United performances. They can't keep the ball. They can't defend.
The
They can't score goals.
defending is the one.
The defending
that's like,
is shocking.
Jesus
Yeah.
But even the
Christ.
chance creation is shocking. Haaland's not getting loads of chances, and they didn't even play with wingers last game. They had Rico Lewis at right wing going up against Robertson. If there's one person at Liverpool this season you could say maybe you could get some change out of him, it's Robertson. And what does he do? He goes and plays a fullback at wing. He still keeps Walker in the team as per usual. Their midfield, they were treating the ball like they had no care, they didn't want it. They couldn't keep it. They couldn't string 3, 4, 5 passes together. He does bring the wingers on eventually, which did bring them back into it a little bit in terms of the general play, but they're not creating enough clear-cut chances. Kelleher didn't have enough to do.
When he was called upon, though, made a
Yeah,
massive
when he
save
was
at
called
1-0.
upon. But yeah, they can't. There's no category. They're not ticking any boxes right now. They can't do anything.
Don't you think the Kevin De Bruyne situation is really odd?
Well, I remember I said last week, right? I said, if I see certain players, right, dropped for no reason that seems really weird.
I don't think he's been dropped, though. I
Right?
think he's not
Is
fit.
there maybe they're the ones
But
that because I've
he's
got
fit enough to feature at some point.
no, but
Yeah, but
Abbi,
he's not
I had this theory,
enough
right,
to
that those scratches and all that, those the busted.
Someone
lip
had a
and
fight.
That there was a fight, and I said if some obvious players are left out, it might be them.
Edison?
No Edison, no De Bruyne, and
think
he
you
brought De Bruyne on very late as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did one of them punch him?
Listen,
You wanted
is
to
it
be. You
all-
wanted to be.
I'm looking at Grealish, someone that he usually plays in big games, retain the ball, give them a bit of an outlet, keep possession. He doesn't play. That for me was a bit of a shock. But De Bruyne's not featured all season. I just don't think he's fit.
He's not
and
nowhere
he's
near
had
his
injury
level, is
issues
he?
before. And the thing is with De Bruyne is he was an engine. He was a box to box. He was a tempo setter. He was able to get up and down, make tackles, and do everything in that midfield. He can't do that anymore. Gundogan can't do that. Rico Lewis
he
can't
was-
do that. You keep going through that team. Walker.
Grealish has got
the team
0
are just
goals
aging.
in 2024.
Mate,
Yeah, the team are just
since he's
aging.
That
made
needs
that
to be
move,
spoken about. He's been pants.
Talk about
I'll
the
be
Grealish
honest.
thing all the time, mate. Massively underwhelming since he's made that £100 million move. Don't get me wrong. In the treble season, I think towards the end of it, he was having a good season and did. Since he's been there, nowhere near what we expected to see.
Nowhere
Let's
near.
just call a spade a spade. He's
But
been,
what about
it's not been good enough.
Flex? What about the drop off from certain Phil
Like a Foden.
Foden?
That's what I mean. And
How can you
there's
go
too
from-
many getting away with it?
How can you
There's
go
too
from
many.
winning you're the best player to what we're seeing now?
Yeah, because
What's happened?
I'll tell you why. It's a collective of things, right? Obviously, Phil Foden's grounding of how he became this good is testament to his environment of what he's always been in, right? So he didn't go on loads of loans as a young player, and he learned under David Silva and these types of players and had to bide his time. And the system, I'm not taking anything away from his talent because he's unreal and has been previously, but the system in which he's played in has always been conducive to his style. right? And what we're seeing is when there's a complete lack of functionality and stability in City's team, he's not Maverick. He's not give him the ball in the shit.
Happen.
Excuse me, in the mess and go and do it. He's not Maverick. The same with Haaland. We've said many times, high volume goal scorer. If you keep providing, but he's not the one to say, we're not doing anything here. I need to go drop off the front, get the ball myself.
Rovers, is he?
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not Maverick at all. So I think what Pepper's built has been so strong and so sustainable and relatable in terms of his style and the cycle of what they do, that it's repetition. But what we're clearly seeing is, of course, if you miss big players, it hurts you. You know, I saw Michael Richards making a point, you know, when you lost Odegaard, it hurt the team. The whole team is different.
Not as bad as this.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not as bad as, but I'm saying big players, that's what I'm saying. Big players can impact a whole team. But when they have this many players out, and if you're talking about them trying to refresh their team, well, they haven't done it very well, really. They've let Julian Alvarez go, who was a good main source of goals if they needed to help out Haaland. He's gone, not replaced. You've got Kovacic in there. He's all right as nothing. They've brought back Gundogan, that's done now.
But also, they're much older. I know there is like two ends of the spectrum at City, but if you're looking at the midfield and you take Rodri out of it, then it's like Kovacic, I think, is 30.
He's in his 30s.
He's in his 30s. He's 31, I think.
He's always had injuries.
They're pretty much all of them are.
Gundogan is 33. So you're looking at that like engine room. You're looking for that athleticism and physicality. They haven't got
waste of money as well.
Yeah,
waste.
They haven't got it.
They've got a
And
midfielder with
terrible
athleticism. I've never rated him that highly personally. I didn't understand that move. I personally don't understand how they didn't go in for McAllister. That's a proper Man City midfielder.
You have to question.
But
normally
they don't even play
we
him
big them
midfield,
up.
they play
We
them
big
left
them
wing.
up in it, like with some of the shrewd business.
yeah.
Oh, Savino, look at this kid now. Oh, Doku, all lives the
Yeah, but
flavour of the
that's
month.
all
Now
they
look.
did. That's all they
dead.
did, though.
I
That's
said
all
at the
they
start
did.
of the season.
Man are dead.
Right? I said I couldn't understand how they hadn't replaced Alvarez.
Yeah.
And right, you know, and
That's why we made you favourites, Rob.
with Rodri being out, you know, well, you're in it now.
Well, that's why we made you favourites. That's why I said Arsenal
We'll
favourites
come
for
to
the
that.
league.
By
People
the
were
way,
like, what?
just- I
Can't
gotta
say
say,
that.
Let me get
To all Liverpool fans watching, I did not make this picture, by the way, just to put that out
You
there.
endorsed it though.
Yeah, you endorsed
co-signed
it,
mate.
I tried to
You
put it down.
you
co-signed it,
put
yeah.
it back up.
Don't try and
What am I
don't
gonna
try and backtrack now, mate.
LJ
This message was
Brown
a true
says,
fight, Alex.
Can you just give me the icing?
let me do some super chats here. LJ Brown says, Don, Robbie, after the suspicions that Pep had a fight with a player, do you think it was Edison as he was dropped? Edison or De Bruyne or Grealish? Because I still can't understand how he didn't bring him on late as well. Marlon says it's official, Spurs are just a spicy Fulham. Sabita says AGT, stop getting overconfident. It's
So hang
still
on,
very
you
early.
ask me every week to have more chest and be confident and put it on wax, and then I'm confident and you're all
Exactly.
crying.
You're 9
You
points
can't-
ahead,
You
you're not
can't have it
confident.
both
It has
ways,
to be
people.
confident. It has
I'm
to
on
be
the
confident.
train now. I ain't getting off till the end of the season.
Wow.
So get used to it.
Hey,
You never made
Schnees-
that picture, no?
You did walk in here with
Hold that.
you walked in here with
sausage.
double D's today.
Schnee says Arsenal are second because their
Can't have it
name
all, mate.
starts with A. Adam T99 says, love the banter with Pep and Anfield, but doing it at the end with his own fans, the bro is rattled. Love to see it. Made
Pep
up
rattled.
being 3 a.m. in Australia. It was worth it watching it. 3 a.m.
brother,
watching
come on,
that
man.
game.
Big up.
Ricky Proctor says, Rob, keep your butt and excuses out when talking to AGT about Liverpool today. I'm a gunner, and let's give credit where credit's due. They're
Big
the
up to you.
best in the Premier League and the Champions League.
Facts.
They are at the moment.
No one can test that.
No, listen, you can't put no buts, if or buts into it. That was a very, very impressive
Week.
performance.
Week. Man
Impressive
City.
week, yeah. You know what I mean? And
Real Madrid, champions of Spain and England.
Two teams
and
ain't got
Virgil
their players,
van
mate.
Dijk.
Two teams not the best, mate.
He is
Both
back
ain't
to
got their
his
players,
form
mate.
before the injury.
Both missing like 6
Telling
months.
you. And Ryan Gravenberch.
Pay him when
the
they got their
role,
players, mate.
that role that he does.
Silvio says, big up to
What a
AGT.
baller.
And one advice, ignore Robbie and his delusions.
I do.
He simply
I do.
lost the plot
Yep.
because of, they slot.
Yep.
La.
Can't have
Clara
it all,
Bitsy
people.
says, Robbie, as per your logic, was Arsenal's victory over Forest more impressive than Liverpool's over City? Where'd you get that from? Clara, are you in it? Yeah, you're a Chelsea
Also,
fan.
we should have mentioned-
Stop ducking
but,
out. Talk your team
It
up.
does sound like something you'd say. Though.
Trent played some ridiculous
Oh,
passes. in that game.
Ridiculous.
That one for Salah.
Stupid passes.
Where he's bent it in
Like,
to go
the whole
back out.
Salah goal.
Oh,
The whole
proper
Salah goal.
PlayStation passes he played.
Yeah, the whole
What?
Salah.
Crazy.
The whole
Can't
move
wait to
in
see
that
it in Madrid,
Salah thing was
you.
absolutely brilliant.
Ala Madrid's
Hey, Dallo linked with Madrid
no,
this morning.
I
mate.
don't
I saw what
And
you
Pedro
tweeted.
Porro. Be a great move for him and his
No,
family.
I am worried about. I'm not worried
Dallo
about
at Madrid,
Porro.
please.
Connor
man.
Bradley against Real Madrid was unreal as well.
Dip says if Liverpool win the league, they should invite Thomas Partey to their bus parade. He destroyed City's season by taking out Rodri. He didn't take out Rodri. He suffered ACL. Philip says Robbie maturing to his tight era. Delusion.
They always call you deluded, man.
No, I don't listen.
Why
you
are
know
you getting
you-
this label?
You know you talk the truth.
I know why
People
he's
give you the
getting it.
deluded.
I know why he's
Steve says
getting it.
patiently waiting for Robbie to say Liverpool
Deluded
win
rabbit.
is not as good as Arteta's 5-2 win at West Ham. You know
You gonna
what
say
it
that?
is. Nah,
Ah,
that was
fair
good.
enough.
It's a good win. That was a good win though. Trouser says Salah most games with a goal and assist
Yeah,
in
that's
Premier
true.
League history.
Well, he's joint with Rooney. 36 games. He's got goals and an assist in the same game.
Better than Rooney.
Joint with Rooney at the minute for
No.
that record.
Better player than Rooney.
Well, let's
in the
see
Premier
when
League.
he retires.
Now, what do you
instead
think?
of judging
And
him
do you
5
think-
years before.
No, I'm saying, do you think he'll be? I'm
I
just
wonder
asking.
who's
a
going to
question.
look better at 30,
I'm just asking
39,
a question.
Rooney or Mo.
Not about that.
Well, Rooney didn't have the six pack that Mo had, that's for sure.
Allow
You had
us,
the
man.
6 pack
But who
of
do you
beers,
think?
mate.
I'm
That's
just
what he
asking.
had.
I'm just throwing it out there as a question.
Rooney started at
Stella
16.
Rooney's my guy.
mate.
When Mo Salah was trying to find himself
Listen.
to work out what he was going
Hang
to
on.
be,
Let's look.
Wayne Rooney was
listen.
twisting up big man. I
Oh,
don't
sorry,
wanna
he's
see-
younger.
Show me.
Sorry,
Let's
he's
not do the
younger.
longevity
No,
thing.
but I'm
because
talking
Rooney-
about when Salah was young.
Rooney was there at
Took him to
16
his
years
mid-20s
old.
to work out if
right?
he wanted to play football, mate.
Right.
He was there.
Rooney was lobbing semen at 16.
16.
So I don't want to hear
Mo
nothing.
Salah
Let's
weren't
get
there
a
at
poll
16.
going, people.
Right.
Let's
Rooney,
not do that, please.
It's cute what Mo Salah's done,
Better
but it
Premier
took him a
League
while to
cute.
work it out.
He owned your football club, bro.
I mean, don't
Mo
bring up
Salah
Wazza. Don't
owns
bring
your
up the
football
big
club.
man. Don't do that.
16 years old.
Let's
eh?
get a poll going. Better
Don't get
Premier League
jealous.
player.
You're jealous because you
Rooney
love to have
or
Mo
Salah?
Salah.
Don't say it's cute.
What?
Salah.
When man was at
Don't say it's cute.
Fiorentina,
Mo owns
Chelsea,
your
no
club.
one knew.
You
Don't
can't
say
chat about
cute.
Mo
What do you
Salah.
want?
He scored
What do you want?
15
We're
goals
talking-
against
we're
you,
talking
fella.
about Wayne. We're not talking about how
Okay,
many goals
but
he
he
scored against
owns your
Man United.
club.
We're talking about Wayne Rooney.
Low-key chilled.
And everything he's done, and we're talking about Mo Salah. And
Listen,
I'm just saying, I'm
Rooney's-
just stating the fact. When Rooney was 16, working out what adult life's going to look like and choosing his GCSEs, he was lobbing big man semen. When Salah
And
was
hanging
a
out with
youth,
grannies as well.
like he was just working out what he wants his life to do.
Let me move this
You know
on
what I mean?
quickly.
Right, okay,
Nassam
cool.
says 37, bro is Asian. Happy birthday. Flick. That's a bit harsh.
No, he's
Hey,
not
Nassam.
ancient.
Have some respect
Yeah, I
for the
mean,
big dog.
Message your ancient.
That's not
That's
ancient. Blaze says flex expressions.
In his
Why
mum's
are
room.
Spurs so inconsistent?
Silly
History
question,
of
really.
Tottenham, innit?
Yeah.
It's who they are. You need to
Roy
remember that.
Flex-
flex
Cake back.
with Abby Shade. Laugh out loud. Damn. That was
Spray
a bit.
your hair a
That
bit
was a
more.
bit harsh.
Wasn't. It's
Abby,
true.
you're so
Spray your hairline
bad,
again.
you
Go
know.
on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
I've got the
says
simple
if
wipes here. I'll
Arsenal
just
had
wipe that off
beaten
now.
Go on.
Port Vale at the weekend, the delusional Don would have said
bring
it's
Halloween
better
back
than
again.
beating City because they're
Well,
first in
chill.
League
Come
One.
on, give it
You
a
sausage.
Take
Robbie,
it.
did you just hear
I'll
what
take
Flex
it.
said
I'll
there? I'm
take
sorry,
it.
I'm sorry.
We could be quick. I'm just chilling, minding my own business, and she's come from no reason.
You're just a
Do you know
chill
what I
guy.
mean?
You're just a
Clara
chill
You know what
guy.
I'm saying?
Bixie.
Don't
Chill
provoke.
guy.
Just a chill guy.
Just a chill guy.
Clara
With
Bixie
no
says-
Have
birthday
some
cake.
cake.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Flex.
Take it.
Yeah, happy
Flex.
birthday, Flex.
This is from Shy J. Says Flex. That X video was comedy genius. Well done. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
That was brilliant.
Seen better.
Adam says I'm here to start a fundraiser for a trip to Turkey for Flex.
Nah.
Or a lifetime supply of caps.
He's already got that.
Lucas says
I've had that for years.
How many caps
since
do you have?
Eric Ten Hag was sacked, Pep
100.
has yet to win a game. The era's coming to an end. Haha, he says.
True. Stay humble, eh?
Someone, yeah, be humble. Someone says, someone who used to glaze about City's depth without Rodri isn't an excuse. Neither. It should it be the best team in the world? Happy birthday. That is true. Everybody used to talk about their squad depth.
But it was always wrong.
Their squad depth is not that great.
It's not.
by the
Their
looks of
players
it at
can
the
play
moment,
multiple
because-
positions, but they don't have great squad depth. I said this at the start of the season. Arsenal have better squad depth than City. People don't listen to me.
I think-
it annoys me. I say it every time. Jorginho, Partey, Rice. You got 3 6s. They got 1. You got 2 strikers.
Liverpool
they got
have
1.
got-
we
Liverpool
can't
got
win the
better
league.
squad depth
Oh, we're
than-
not ready.
We've got the best squad in
Don't
the
you
league.
think?
Listen. Shit.
You're trying to put this on. You're
Yeah, of
you
course.
really trying
Yeah.
to do that.
Money.
You
You've
want
got
this-
better-
Because
you know
outside,
they're not coming.
outside when he's at the car, he was like, "I'm coming for you today."
No, but you've got better squad depth than City.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you say?
Actually, wait, that's a good
Absolutely.
point. Come back here now.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go
How many
anywhere.
sixes you got?
anywhere.
How many forwards you
20.
got?
How many
How many
tens?
wingers you got?
Eight
How many centre halves you
goalkeepers.
got?
They got
About
2
depth.
teams.
Come on.
They play 1 team for the
Yeah.
for the Conference League.
Don't
and then
you
change
dare.
up 10
You
players.
literally forgot about
Yeah.
your whole own team. when you said that.
Dan
Wow,
Man
shameless,
says is Flex is 50. I need to whatever he's taking. He's not 50, right?
Yes, I've looked
He said, "Damn, that's looking good."
So I'll
For a
take
50-year-old
it.
mate. He goes, "What's your secret?" The secret is he's 37. That's what it is.
He's actually
Samuel
21.
says,
He's just a United fan.
Arteta versus
true.
Emery debate has gone quiet now. Well,
coming next week.
I did say that
all
to a
gone.
few fans. Pojak says Arteta is the second best after Pep. What a joke. The delusion will get stronger while points and the gap gets wider. Right? Nathaniel says Klopp leaving, put it in Pep's head. He wants out. I think he wants out.
No, he
Don't
just
want
signed-
out. He just signed
Nah.
a new
Just signed a new
deal.
He's loving it.
Do you know what,
He's
though?
thinking
Pep-
I'll prove
Michael
you wrong at
can't-
some point.
Sorry, but
Might be
Pep
next year.
can't leave now.
No.
No, not on
No,
this.
You need
No,
to.
no, no.
You need to do
No, you have
the
to
whole.
rebuild.
Right your wrongs.
Take him out of the.
Can he?
Out the trenches.
He has to prove he can rebuild as well.
Of course
Yeah.
he can, but
Can he this
he's got to
season?
do it. He's got to do it.
Can he
we
this
have to do
season?
it.
Oh, I don't know
Do you
about
know
this
what I mean?
season.
Can he this season?
Not this season.
Not
This-
this season.
No, but
Unless
he has
they-
to rebuild it.
Unless
yeah.
they spend
Too much work.
big money in January, which even then
Can't
you've
put it
got
past
to take
him.
time to reintegrate and get
don't.
players in.
Would
But
you put it past him to come back this season?
what for the league?
Oh no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I
No,
wouldn't put it past him. No.
League's finished.
You wouldn't put it
I
past
wouldn't
him.
put it past him
League
because it's
title's
City.
finished.
I would this time.
Finished.
11
wouldn't.
points. Innit?
Bernardo's too old. Walker's
And the
too
mood
old.
you're in,
Gundogan's too
and the
old.
players.
Nah,
I
they're not doing
just
it.
would never write City off because I've seen what they can do
do it now.
before.
We
Start right.
must win this. league.
Right, Michael
Start right.
says, Lou, happy birthday,
And we'll
Flex.
still lose a couple, don't get me wrong.
You're the impression master.
What?
Ricky Proctor says, can
Where's
we
my
have
orange
30
shirt
minutes
anyway?
dedicated to a double cooking of City and Spurs? Rep on the panel. He's your second team, isn't it? City.
I have a second
No,
team.
she's Liverpool now. Second
The
Liverpool.
second team has been City. I mean, I know they're in the mud
She's
now as
Scouse
well.
now.
You've got nowhere to turn now.
She's a scout.
Eh? You've got nowhere to turn now, innit?
Scouser, lads.
Right?
Yeah.
No, you're not a
Decent,
Scouser.
No,
so
I
you've got
am.
nowhere to
I am, lads.
After
I
that
am.
dirty you lot did at Liverpool last season, and remember the
No.
brief you gave, you were
No,
not a
it's
Scouser.
true.
No,
right?
I'm a Scouser.
And you took
Second
points
team.
off your own team. You went
No.
there and beat them
Do
4-0
that
to
for
take
the
them out the
rest
No,
title race
I'm
even
just.
further.
You want me to do it for the rest of the show? All right, fine.
Gerard
So
says,
you degrade
Abby,
your own team just to
Abby
go not
Clancy.
win.
Yes, no problem.
Abby's as well.
It's no problem. Let's do
A
it.
bit of Cheryl Cole.
Go on, get crack on with your super chats.
Yeah, Gerard Craven says, Abby, did you see that Stoke City scored 10 goals in their last 2 games? Do you regret calling Arsenal Stoke
Nope,
City?
because you was playing like Stoke City. Sorry,
Right. Oh,
she's
no,
out of
because you
No,
was
Stoke
playing.
City.
You was playing like Stoke City at the time. So no.
William says, AGT, let's embrace it. It's early, but still, let's enjoy the ride.
have
We are
to
currently
enjoy it.
on. Let's pray the big boys stay fit. Because we can do this.
We can do this.
YNWA.
We can do
And that
this.
says,
And we should do
this
this
is
from
an
now.
indicator that Pep is not a great manager.
Facts.
He relies on a lot on hiring the best players in the world.
What
If
in the
Arne or Arteta win the league,
Mad.
this will clear this
Pep
up.
is not a great
Pep
manager.
can never do it at Porto.
What
I
are you
don't- I-
waffling about?
Man like Anas.
What is wrong with you?
This is actually such
You
a
actually need to get your head checked.
ridiculous.
It-
Ridiculous.
Honestly, mods, you
Gets
need
a lot of
to-
things
you need
given to
time
him,
out.
don't it? Always gets
Mods
the
need to
transfer
time him
window
out.
he
There's
wants.
no one mod in these.
There's something wrong with that
Doesn't
brother.
stay for a rebuild.
Man said he's not a great manager.
You
He's
know.
won 6 out of the last 7 titles. He's played Gundogan at Anfield, and you think he up front at Anfield, sorry, and won games.
It just proves he's not better than Sir Alex, but he proves he's still
games.
great.
They
basically.
won that game, no? They didn't win
That's
that
what it
game.
proves.
Not better than Sir Alex.
He scored 2 goals, right?
What game
Different
are you talking
time.
about?
Liverpool fan here, Jamal
good
says,
one,
take down that picture, you muppet. Enjoy the ride, but not a single
Right.
fan is joining you with this. Don't confuse.
me.
Bro, your own fan
confidence.
base just.
Calling you a
No, 'cause what
muppet.
it is
Be humble,
Jason's
eh?
printed this off.
Oh, no, hang on a minute.
In fact, you know what? It's gonna-
Oh, look at it.
No. Matisse, don't let this work.
No.
Matisse,
Get it back out. Get it back out.
AGT, you can't do this.
No.
This is
You're in.
disclaimer.
Or you're out.
I am in.
So what do you
I
mean?
am
then?
in.
Well,
If
then-
you're in,
But that
leave
is
it
a
up.
madness.
No.
That's a madness.
No, and you.
I
It
don't
was a
condone.
madness. I did not hear you object to it when
Yeah,
Jason
you
came
didn't.
walking in here with
I
it.
said, what is this?
Do you know what's happened? Because his own
No,
fan
you
base has
didn't.
said
You said
we're
who
gonna
won test.
we're gonna
That's
get
what
rid
you
of
said.
Chess.
That's what you
Chess.
said. Now you're
AGT,
gonna
come on,
hold
man.
it.
Chessington, you can
Get that
hold it
away from
over
me.
there.
Saraba says
you can
maybe
hold it.
City are playing this bad because the players have heard it whispered in the
leave it
walls
there,
of the
it's fine.
empty
Leave it how it
hat
goes, mate.
that they're going to get relegated regardless.
Got the cake there.
AD says media protecting 0-goal Foden since the Euros. Now
facts.
let me ask Rio Ferdinand again, right?
You listen.
Who last year
What about
told
Anton this
us,
week as well?
yeah, remember
Ferdinand's.
Bambi on us.
Saka, not world class, but Foden is. Is that still the case, Rio? Right, because I remember at the time I said consistency of Saka. All the time he does it. Phil Foden has not, since the Euros, been missing. That weren't Foden out
He was
there
missing
yesterday,
in the
is he?
Euros
Who was
as
that?
well.
Philip.
That was Walter.
That was Philip.
It's what it is.
Nagoni says Liverpool luckiest team in the league will run out. You can't say they're
best
lucky.
is
Can't
the-
say they're lucky at the
I
moment.
swear, people are going to keep saying.
Amin
Liverpool
says,
when they
so
drop off
Liverpool
against
wins the league.
38.
Arteta out then. Ridiculous.
Is it though?
Of course not.
Is it ridiculous?
Arne Slot has done an absolutely fantastic job, but he has taken over a team that was challenging for the league last season.
But this was supposed to be your year, wasn't
Arteta
it?
didn't take it. You said it was going to be the year.
No, because at the start of the season, you
We're
said
hopefully
we're going to win the league.
Yeah, we hope we can win the league, but we weren't the favourites.
No, don't try
we
this.
addressed
Don't
this already.
backtrack now.
Listen.
Yeah, Abby, you take it
How's
from
he
here.
done that?
Abby,
Yeah,
take
you
it
stay
from
out
here.
of this.
How's he done
You're
that?
not
Abby,
in
take
this.
it from here.
Listen.
You are a genius at this.
Are you holding a wand?
You have a big
Are you
talent.
holding a wand? How have you done
a
that?
big talent.
Of course, I want it to be our year.
It wasn't your
Hold
year.
on,
was
hold
your
on.
year
Hold on.
this year.
Hold
You don't
on.
think he was going to win the league
Hold
last
on.
year?
This
Hold
fan
on.
base.
Third time
before.
Third time.
Can I
Netflix,
just say-
Netflix FC.
Can I just say yet again, right?
Oh, we're gonna
Right,
deflect
yet
that,
again.
yeah.
If you ask everybody,
How long till we hear a but?
when we
Go
ran
on.
this table at the start of the season,
saying
most
15
people
seconds.
did not have Arsenal as their favourites to win
I
the
said
league.
Arsenal the
Yeah,
favourites.
apart from you,
Yep.
right?
You failed.
But now all of a sudden,
You failed.
and
Failed us.
and we're still in it.
Abby, please.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
We're
But
still in it.
This is your year
We're
to
still
win
in
it.
We're still in it.
This was.
This is
was
now
your
your
year.
year to win it.
And I agree.
And you better.
No,
All right.
you could- don't-
So
don't-
anyway,
don't-
now it
Ram
is.
Johnson.
Now it is.
Hold on, let me.
No, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it.
But he's done.
No,
No,
he's their year.
exactly. He's done brilliantly.
What have you been doing for the last
Don't
5 then?
take
Yeah.
that
You
from
both
me.
must.
Honestly.
Yeah.
This was
You have to
your
get something.
year.
Yeah.
Your year.
You got to get a Carabao Cup
All
or
right.
something.
Order.
No,
Order.
That
Order.
won't be enough.
That
Yeah.
is
Something off a
delicious.
guan.
Oh,
Yeah?
Let me just say something, yeah, because you jump into this.
Oh,
Shit.
he doesn't like it.
Doesn't
He
like
doesn't
it.
like it.
That's late.
Wait a
It's
minute.
late.
Our chanting
Oh,
rubbish.
Okay,
oh, it's
That may
late.
be-
And it's deflection.
Okay, that may be fair
You
enough.
should have won.
So
it.
Delusional
maybe,
deflection.
maybe I'm saying that I
Pew,
didn't.
pew.
Maybe I'm saying that I didn't say it was my year at the start of the season. Maybe some people are saying that I did say it was my year
did.
at the start of the
You
season.
got it on camera.
But your
Run the
manager,
tape, run the tape.
your
It's not
manager.
about
Wait a
us.
minute.
Stop
Wait.
deflecting.
I'm not
I must
deflecting.
know. I must stop this.
Listen,
It's
be
not
silent.
about
Be quiet.
you.
I must. I
Your
can't allow this to
manager-
go on
one
any
second.
longer.
Is it going to be your
Drivel.
year? Because
No.
you're.
Oh
what-
my
Of course it's not
It's
my
never
year.
the
Boundary.
Can I
It's
finish?
never
And the
my
deflection.
year.
Order, order, order.
We're
No,
not
you
in a
can't
close
say
race
it.
for
You
the
need
last
to be
3
ordered.
years.
No, but you need.
Ah, you need
Can I
order.
finish my point?
Insane.
Can I finish my point?
No,
Your
'cause
It's amazing how he does it.
rubbish.
It
Your
really is
manager-
incredible.
Utter
listen to
rubbish.
listen.
You are very
It's not
talented
out
at it,
rubbish.
I must say.
And always wins in
Hold
his
on.
second season.
Your manager said he always wins a trophy in his second
You
season.
must win
So
a
you
trophy.
must.
You must.
And I didn't say it. He didn't say it.
mental.
He didn't say it. You didn't say it. Your manager said it. So you better do it.
Why are you so rattled?
So stop.
We started talking about Liverpool winning the
worrying
league.
about me and
now you're
worry
talking about
your
I'm
team.
Tottenham.
worried about my
You
team.
must. Your
You
manager.
must.
You
You
must.
must. You must.
They all must.
We
Me and
will.
Flex are
You
just chilling.
must.
Chill, guys.
We will.
You
Transition
must.
season,
Your
mate.
manager.
You must.
First year.
Same, mate.
Anyway,
I can
listen.
finish 7th if I want.
Same.
You're
Anyway,
in this chat.
Transition, mate.
You're in this chat. You are a
Anyway,
disgrace.
listen.
I
I
think you need 5 minutes.
They're saying Steve's
think-
top
Time
now
out.
your ears.
Time out.
I
Time
think you
out.
need to go and
Right, I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do a couple
should
more
go and
super
stare
chats.
in the corner and
couple
think
more
about
super
what
chats
you've
before we
done
get
for
into
the
the
last
next
five.
round.
Chill, guys.
Ram
We need
just
a
says
naughty step in
Spend your
here.
birthday, guys. I love
that
you
would
guys,
teach
man.
City to.
Get a naughty step out.
Mental. This
That
is
would.
wild.
Ramjan says that will teach City to turn us around at the kickoff.
I'm gonna come bust.
Well, you are properly rattled because you
No,
know.
you're rattled, Rob.
rattled.
You keep
I'm not
going.
rattled.
You start talking about Liverpool and then you're talking about Tottenham.
No, no, about Tottenham. It's
Right.
oh.
Connor O'Reilly says a very serious
Couple
conversation.
beads now as well.
She's stressed. You give it a rattle.
As well, a little slide.
Connor O'Reilly.
It's actually offensive to Ty.
Conor O'Reilly.
Delusion is mental.
I'm not. Am I being deluded when your manager said he's going to win a win a
but that's not
trophy?
what we were talking
Win a
about.
trophy in his second season.
My God.
Stop focusing
What
on
he
me.
said.
I'm not a
That's
manager.
what he said.
Oh,
Your manager said he's going to win a title in the
my
second season.
God.
But you
It
keep
gets better.
No, hold
It
on.
gets
Wait a minute.
better.
Wait a minute.
People.
You're making it about
I'm
my
just-
manager.
No, because
Never
I'm
happens when I host, by the
I'm
way.
trying to make the point. I'm trying to make the point that you immediately are jumping on me saying, "Oh, you said it's going to be your season."
Jason wants us to look at the predictions. Let's move
Right,
on.
and you're on my case when your manager said something
What
and
a
you're
show.
still
I don't
running
ha-
from it.
I don't understand.
You're
how
running
Ange
from it.
caught any strays
Okay,
in
wait,
this whole
hold on.
conversation.
You're running from it.
Wow.
Let's sort this out now.
We still need to talk about their draw to
But
Fulham,
let's
by
get a
the
little
way.
bit order. Right, let me moderate for a second. Right, nobody say anything. Abby, what is your point? Just quick. Nobody say anything.
My
What we done?
point
What was your
is
point?
I am not having it that
Yeah.
Arsenal fans and their fan base said that it's not their year. It's their year. Everybody with eyes knew knew it was their year. Regardless of it's their year.
So we were definitely going
Excuse
to
me?
Hold on.
It was their year. everybody that watches football, follows football, knew this was Arsenal's year to go and do it. Not trust the progress. It was their game.
Liverpool.
They might do it. They might do it. Not Liverpool.
Especially with
not
City
us,
dropping off.
Not us. Not Liverpool. Not you.
Okay.
Not us.
Not
No,
you.
don't.
Not you.
Don't.
It was their
Them.
year.
Okay. It was them.
Their year.
And now he
Don't
says, well, you
deflect
better win it
away
now.
From
All right,
that.
okay, pause,
What Spurs
right.
have to do with that?
Okay, all right,
Absolutely
so,
nothing.
Robbie,
Brilliant.
What
Well
is
done,
your
Abbi.
point? What is
And
your point?
my point is, at the start of this season, a lot of Arsenal fans felt that this could be our year. Because
Including
we've
yourself.
we've got a great team.
Was you
Including
included
yourself.
in that?
Right,
Yes.
hold on.
He was.
Right,
Oh, it's the whole.
we've got a great team.
Hold on, back
right,
up.
we've got a great
Hold
team.
on.
Right, we've got a great side this season. We only missed out on it last season by 2 points, which I thought we were better. We were a better team than City, and we only just missed out on it. And I did feel we could have a year. But my point that I'm making is that it's a typical Tottenham fan jumping in on me to tell me about my year, or this and that, and what Arsenal fans, which every fan, according to her, said. Ignore what every Arsenal fan said, because it wasn't every Arsenal fan.
We should ignore what every Arsenal
Look,
fan
she's trying to
says.
hide from it now.
I
It's
can't.
not
Babs
what
isn't
every
worried.
Let me.
Robbie's
yeah,
saying
bro,
we must win.
I'm
Sorry.
talking, yeah?
Yeah,
You-
all right.
you- yeah? What every Arsenal fan,
Welcome
it's
to
not
my
what
world.
every Arsenal fan said. Bab's not every Arsenal fan. Robbie's not every Arsenal fan, right? But
lot of
one thing we
influence,
do know for certain is that the Tottenham manager said that I always win a league, I always win a cup, and I always win something in my second season.
insane.
So my thing for you is stop focusing on us and you concentrate on that,
Go
because
on,
your
Tess.
manager, if he doesn't do that, surely he should be fired.
Mad.
Abby, should your manager be fired if he doesn't win something in his second
promised
season like
it.
he does?
What about a manager that doesn't win something in their like sixth
He
or
promised
seventh
it.
season? What about
That's
them
probably the
guys?
biggest
Should
question.
Arteta be fired if he doesn't win anything this season?
Of course not.
Why not?
Of course not, because he's a great
Oh,
man.
because he didn't say he's
Because
going to do it.
listen, and let's wait until the end of the season to see how the season ends up.
So Tottenham, hold on.
Right.
Let me just
And-
corner
and
you
the
in
same
here.
with this.
Let me just
Yeah,
corner
just give me
you in
clarity.
here. Let me just
Okay.
park up real quick.
The snooker.
So
quick.
Because
Tottenham-
I got these, I do have these
Tottenham's
super chats.
expectations- Hold
No,
on,
no,
hold
I'll
on.
be serious.
Hold on a second.
I'm being
Hold on.
serious.
Hold
I'm
on.
being serious.
Hold on.
Big up
I'll be
Tot-
serious.
Tottenham's expectations
No,
are
I'm
higher than yours, right? So
we
they
must,
must win a
apparently.
trophy, but not you.
A team
No,
that's
no,
not
I'm
won a
not
trophy
saying
in
that.
16
well,
years.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
that's
we
what
shouldn't win the
it's-
trophy.
From a
I
team
think we
with
do
not
a
saying-
separate
I'm not-
sound list.
Pressure
I'm
on
not
them.
saying. I'm not
Sounded
saying.
like-
Get the certificate
I'm not.
out. Where's the second place certificate?
I'm not saying
Where
that. I'm not saying that. Well, you'd even love to have
is it?
that.
Oh, I
I
I've
mean-
had one before.
It sounded
Jason, we need to do
Robbie,
a
it
Christmas
sounded
show.
like there was
Who's going
consequences
to win a
for
trophy
Tottenham not
next?
winning a trophy,
Tottenham or
but there was
Arsenal?
no
No,
consequences
I'm only,
for Arsenal.
I'm only saying that
what it
your
sounded
manager has promised something, so you better deliver it.
He did-
So
he
because
asked-
Arteta
Hang on.
didn't promise it,
Arteta-
he
Anyway,
doesn't-
let me-
he
let me-
season said,
honestly,
guys, this year we are
Arteta
going
never
to
has
win
to
the
promise
league.
it, then he'll never deliver it.
No, he didn't say
problem.
that.
Did in the American Stadium.
He did not say this season going to win the league.
Said we're
Right.
going to
Stop
win the league,
lying.
guys.
Stop lying.
Right,
said,
cool.
bring
Anyway,
that.
let's get back to Super
I'll
Chats.
find the
This
clip.
is
All right,
Someone
Conor Riley
DM me
says a
that
very
clip.
serious conversation needs to be had about Philip Walter Foden. Never compare him to Wayne Rooney as the most talented player in English football. Have we got that poll going?
Yeah, that poll ended.
It's 50-50 at the moment. That
No,
poll.
because Salah's.
Yeah, it's 50-50. Rooney Salah. I've never seen a poll like that. 50-50.
And wait till the end of Salah's career. Imagine what would be
AGT, please remove that. Please, another person tell you to remove that photo from in front of you. Not even halfway through the season, and already you're jinxing us,
So
like you
this
always
is,
do.
I can't win.
You
I
sausage.
can't win, can I?
No, you can't.
I go flat-chested for weeks, and I come with the chest, and now
Here's a
put it
fun
away.
fact. Today, the last time Tottenham won the league, Canada was still more than 30 years away from gaining independence. Says that person I can't remember, Dorfino. You'll never guess out of the panel whose team let them down, says
Oh, you'll
Pavan
never
Cheek.
guess.
Clara Bitsy says, Robbie,
You'll
are you
never
confident for the game against inform Manchester United, who are now better, who now have a better goal difference than Manchester City? It's going to be a tough game. Always is against United. Tanis says, I had butter on toast today for breakfast. Meanwhile, Nelson and Smith Rowe had Pedro Porro on toast.
It did.
I think
All
it's
day long.
time to admit that Saka is world class, says GL96. I'm going to do a couple more before we get back into the games. James Andrews says, hi, Robbie and the panel. Do you think Mohamed Salah will sign a new contract at Liverpool at the end of the season?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Mo Salah, he'll sign.
Why?
Oh, it's a
He'll
statement,
sign.
that.
He'll sign.
It's not an opinion, that's a statement.
He will sign.
Will Trent sign?
Will Van Dijk sign?
Well, you asked me about Mo, wasn't it? And we must move on. Honestly, the super chats are flying in.
Owen says, hey, Robbie, focus on your own team.
Yep.
No leagues in 20 years, no European title in 140 years.
Oh,
Stick
it's
to
late.
the FA Cups versus Hull City and fall in
That's a
line.
great super
Hull
chat.
City.
Who was that?
And we've beaten many teams.
Michael.
Clara Bitsy
Shout
says
out,
Robbie
Michael.
came from insisting on the best of enemies that Arsenal victory over Forest and Sporting was more impressive than a 4-0 win. No, I did not say that. Chill out, man. Clara, stop lying. Cantona says happy birthday to Flex. That's a lot of super chats, man. Flip flop. Abbi giving it to Chelsea on DR and other shows. Matisse, it's time to put Abbi in her place. On December the 8th, Matisse, she is overdue for a cooking from you. That's from John Free.
Yeah, but like I said last night, hold on. Like I said last night, it wouldn't be surprising, would it? Beat City, draw to Roma, draw to Fulham, then lose to Bournemouth on Thursday, then beat you. Like, that would probably be very Spursy, wouldn't it?
Go on. You can do it.
Unacceptable. We must win.
Trouser says Pep Salah is the toughest winger he has faced, is what he said. Ripstat says manifesting the season to the end with Cecil holding the infamous T-shirt and AGT with the Champions League poster. You know the rest. Sabita says I'm a Liverpool fan, AGT, but it's still early. A lot may change. If we get more injuries, you will be clipped and humbled deeper than Mars Goatee. And Oliwale says, congrats to AGT. I'm a gooner, but we have to give you guys credit. What a wonderful week for Liverpool. Chidi says, Flex, please chill. The only seaman that Rooney... No, sorry.
Don't read it.
What a super chat. Don't read it. You almost got baited there.
And then I was... And then,
You almost got taken to the cleaners.
Even that's good enough.
That's
Even
enough.
what you
That's
said,
enough.
that's
That's
You've
enough.
already lost.
Chills. Watershed, man.
Now, don't
Wow.
capitulate, Robbie. Don't lose 5-0.
I got
You've already lost 1-0
The
now.
composure's still there.
Yeah.
Composure's still there.
Deflect.
Brio
Take
says,
it to the second
someone
No, I
get...
don't need to.
Brio says someone
know
get
exactly what he
Pep.
said.
Someone get Pep some nail clippers as soon as possible. And
there's so many super
there's so
chats.
many. We'll come back to
Have a
them.
break.
Jeez, busy day.
Fair play predictions.
Yeah.
Right.
Play predictions. We'll get them up. Let's see how we did. See how we did with the Arsenal West Ham game before we. Oh no, we'll go. So me and Flex, the only two that got it absolutely spot on.
Although I did say mine was a bit of a bad mind prediction.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you're a bad mind.
Because I did say right
gave
from the
them 2
start that Liverpool are going to win that easily.
So
And
that's
not as easy
Flex.
as I thought.
Full knowledge. Yeah.
Full knowledge, mate. Full knowledge. That's what it is.
That's fantastic.
Although Matisse, you know what? Your one would have been. If
I had
the-
that.
Matisse
well.
went the
I mean,
same.
if Liverpool could be clinical,
Yeah, and
was
even
good.
De Bruyne should have
Imagine
really
when we
buried it at
start
the
being
end.
De
clinical
Bruyne
one
should
day
have
as
scored
well,
his
by the
Mad,
way.
isn't it, that none of us thought that City had a chance of winning there.
no, they never had a chance.
Our next set of predictions were
It's got to be Arsenal West Ham next, isn't it?
the Arsenal
surely?
West Ham game?
Drum
Jack
roll
Play.
situation.
Oh, listen, we'll move on to that game. Shall we?
There we
move
go.
into it? So,
No
I
dear.
went for 3-1. Abbi went for 2-1 to West Ham.
That's why you don't win fair
Hold
play, though.
on.
Because you say things
Wait
against
a
the team that you don't
Complains
like.
about not
actually.
winning.
Can I just
but-
explain?
And then you moan you don't win.
Excuse me, you weren't here on Thursday.
mean,
My logic
my
was...
predictions were, so I won.
My logic behind it was that they went to Newcastle, they got a result, which none of us expected to get, and I thought they might have a little bit of a bounce.
Is it?
Clearly
No.
not.
Reverse bounce.
It's Arsenal.
They actually
Reverse
got
bounce.
bounced.
Yeah.
It was talking about that game. It's a very, very, very impressive performance by Arsenal. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I couldn't believe what I was watching, right? Because obviously we beat them 6-0 there last year.
Yeah.
And we're 4-0 up at half time. And then again, we're 4-0 up. I'm like, these man, okay, what? I've never done this before. Right? I'm actually at the game
Chilling.
looking around at West Ham fans. I'm thinking, I actually feel sorry for you guys, man.
Why? What? Because they got rid of Moyes for that?
No, just because the fact that you played us last year, you were 4-0 down at half time. And then there's about 10 minutes to go to half time and you're 4-0 down again. I'm like,
Then they scored 2.
But then they did get those 2 back. I mean,
What a goal from Emerson.
wonderful free kick.
They can't defend.
It wasn't a free kick.
I didn't think that was a
weren't
free
actually
kick
free kick,
in a
no.
million years.
Great goal,
But
though.
great
What a
free
finish.
kick. 4-2, but then we go and we get the 5th goal, and then second half now Arsenal just managed the game, you know,
Yeah.
which I think was a
Professional
sensible thing
second
to
half.
do because, you know, we've seen City last week being 3-0 up and, you know, give up a 3-0 lead. So, and
Said it on the preview though.
good
They
win.
can't. They're not. They're not compact. They can't defend. They're so easy to play through. As soon as Odegaard was back fit and showing the performances he's played last couple of games, you just knew they were going to rip West Ham open time and time again.
That's why all this
No
hype for
structure
Arsenal
there.
when Odegaard wasn't there, they're finished, they're done. it was, well, let's hold on him. Let's wait till he comes back and let's see what they do. And instantly,
Ranieri could have done the same thing though whilst he was away.
Yeah, they probably got that wrong. So now,
got that very
to be
wrong.
fair, as the season transpires, you might look at that and say, if we would have got that 2 months when Odegaard was injured, if we would have got that right, instead of making us 9 points off, that would have killed us. But that premature, like, they're finished, it's over. This just shows like Odegaard's back, and now they're just back to the.
I mean, did an interview earlier on AFTV with Martin Keown, which is going to be on our A-list show, and he was saying that on that Ranieri thing, he's saying probably when they looked at him, they probably still look at him thinking he's sort of like months away from being that guy. But he said now they're looking at it now and thinking he probably is ready if, say, Odegaard got injured again, that he could step in. But Odegaard is so good. I mean, you know, he just literally makes the whole team click, you know, and he's exceptional, obviously, on the ball, but off the ball as well.
Mm-hmm. And his fitness for being out that long and to be like a pressing machine that he is, he instigates a lot of the press. Yeah. His intelligence, his weight of pass, his vision. Like, it's, I know we will do mini preview, obviously, looking ahead to Wednesday, but that right-hand side of Arsenal's from Timber, Partey, Odegaard in that inside channel, Saka.
Mad.
Even Jorginho played this game.
And Jorginho played it.
Jorginho was
instead.
very good.
I'm like,
however,
Gabriel
there
again.
were some people saying
Can't mark this guy.
boring.
It's cheat code.
You were boring.
Boring.
Who's boring?
Right.
Didn't say
Don't
this,
think the last 2 games, went away, put 5 away at Sporting.
But
5.
you were boring for about
away
6
at West Ham,
weeks.
5,
You
and 3 last week.
But you were boring for 6 weeks.
Well, a bit like Flex said, you chat too soon, didn't it?
You were. But we're talking about
Why
it
didn't
every
you
week.
wait? Why did you wait?
So shall I just say, oh no, well they bored me to death this game, but I'll wait for the next one. Oh no, they still bored me to tears this game, but I'll wait for the next one. I mean, we talk about the games, don't we? As they come, and you were really boring.
They got an old saying
it's
in
okay.
Jamaica.
The Paella Pulis is there. I'm sure we'll see it again.
Old saying in Jamaica.
Let's move on.
Got an old saying in
Go on.
Jamaica. You chat too much. Right?
Back at you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should have waited.
Back at you.
Should have waited a bit.
Deflect too much. You know.
Deflect too much.
Do you think you should have waited a bit?
No, because you were boring.
With a mix
You're boring
and
bastards.
Rob, at the end of the day,
Whoa.
Rob, at the end of the day, if you weren't
It's
boring
late.
and you played this football, you wouldn't be 9 points behind.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
so hold that.
That could be the thing. That could be the thing that killed you.
It could be. It could be.
So,
and listen, it's going to be
one
We
draw.
will be there at the funeral.
If you draw against Man United, it's over, isn't it?
1 draw, 2
Bro,
draw.
every game they got to win.
because
She's a United fan now.
No.
Now she's becoming a United
away
fan.
from me.
Oh,
That's
Abby.
shameless.
Jesus.
You're begging Flex.
Well, actually,
You don't help
You're
yourself.
begging
You're
Flex.
everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. This is what you do.
She doesn't help herself.
I was meant to go to that game, and I thought, well, no, because look a bit weird if I go to that
Begging
game.
Flex.
I'm not going to the game.
That's terrible.
But imagine if I would have been there.
Go to your own game.
Anyway, the one thing I would say,
working.
Arsenal are back on form, but they are going to have to go on an unbelievable run. But as I said, even before this international break, there are games that you look ahead and think it's a more favourable run at the moment than it was at the start of the season when we had lots of really difficult away games.
Do you remember when you, Julian, and Lee were on your podcast saying the next 10 games are really difficult for Liverpool and they're going to drop points?
And you've done brilliantly.
Yeah.
You've done brilliantly.
And they said
You haven't
they
dropped
could
points.
go and beat them for the league because
They
they've
did
got all
say
the
that,
hard away
yeah.
trips out of the way, and then Bournemouth going to slap them up.
No, I didn't say
That's
that.
it.
And actually, Julian didn't say go and beat him for the league.
He
So
said
again, get the facts
What
right
did he
before
say?
you lot.
He said
When
"My
people
move,
clip
we
and that, they need
could."
to tell the truth.
Said we
He didn't
could.
actually say that. I watched it back the other day.
What did he
not
say? We could.
that. But anyway, great win for Arsenal away from home, beating a team that had just gone away and beaten Newcastle 2-0. I thought that was a great win. Put 5 past them. Arsenal are back on form. Will it be enough? We have to wait and see. Let's move on to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Is it now time to talk about Chelsea? Now you stop hiding that. Wait a minute. You stop deflecting. You stop hiding.
Hold on a second.
Because is it now
on.
time to talk about Chelsea?
Hold on. Hold on. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Give some analysis, maybe.
Yes.
Give some credit.
Great
Give some
performance.
praise for the players. The
Great
players
Against
that
a
have
team
been,
who ain't 1 in 5.
the players
It's
that
terrible,
have the players that have not been praised enough on this panel. The players that have not been given enough credit. Let's talk about that. But the first thing you want to do is run some sort of foolish gimmick.
It's not a gimmick.
Not gimmick though.
How's that a gimmick?
You don't believe?
You are
Only played
second.
once.
You're third now in the
Brother.
league, only on goal difference. You're same amount of points as Arsenal. You've got a great squad, which you were able to rotate that squad to play, change 10 players. You played a completely different team in the Conference League,
Yes.
right? So you've got that ability to do that. You're going to be able to do that throughout the season in the Conference League, right? You're fresh. You've got games ahead of you. You know, these are winnable games. I think Southampton up next for you.
What was that Jamaican saying you said?
Right?
What was that Jamaican saying you just said?
What?
What was it that you just said to Abbi? What did you just say?
Chat
What?
too much.
Chat too much.
No, run up your mouth.
Wait, Robbie. Let's wait. Because Arsenal,
To win. Only wait
Arsenal at
until
least
when?
we have evidence of runs previous seasons. We have
You're on a
evidence
run.
of title. We're not on a run. Trust me. We just drew the other before the international break. Are we on a run?
You're on a run.
What do you think
You
a
drew
run
with
is,
Arsenal.
guys? Yeah.
You didn't draw
the
with-
United game was only a few weeks ago. What kind of run do you got? A run is 5 wins in a row.
You've lost 2 games all season.
Let's not mess up
lost 2
let's not
games all
mess up what a
season.
run is meant to be.
Seems
A
like a
run
run to me.
and form is 5 games in a row that you're winning.
lost 2 games all
That's good
season.
form.
Maybe 10.
Right? Yeah. Now title winning 10. At the end of the day, let's not chat too much because Chelsea still need to prove themselves over the course of Christmas period. They need to get to the 25th of January away at the Etihad, still in this conversation.
Who have you got?
Arsenal.
What's
You
your
can
next-
say we're on the same points.
What's your next 3 away games?
I don't underestimate anyone in the Premier
All right,
League.
what's your next 3 away games?
I'm not you guys at AFTV. Oh well, these games look favourable. They look
Shots
good. Oh,
fired.
unbeaten. No,
So
not
you
me.
don't- you
Southampton.
don't think Southampton-
Yes, we have to beat Southampton.
You don't think that's a
But
winnable game?
It's definitely a winnable game.
Okay, that's all I
Tottenham
said.
away, I expect to win as well, but I'm not foolish. At the end of the day, we have never proven to be in a title race with this group of players.
You know what it is,
and
right?
we need to show up. We need to go on a run. I'm not going to get dragged into this. What I'm
know
going
what
to
it
do,
is?
what I'm going to do is I'm going to credit my players. I'm
Well,
going to
just
credit.
before you say that, I know you're very
Can't credit my players.
you're very damaged.
Not damaged. Trust
right?
me.
Because you
if I was-
came on this show a few weeks ago,
nothing to be damaged
and you
about.
run up your
Champions
mouth
League winner,
before that United game. You told us that you expected.
Yeah,
you didn't
'cause-
think,
and I
this
still
and that.
expect it. I'll go back and say
Right,
the
so
same thing
now
again.
all of it.
That's
Ever
nothing to
since
do.
that, his chest has gone.
No, because that was never about the
There's another
title.
Jamaican saying that
That-
we know about as well, mate. Yeah? You know, here you go feel.
That was
yeah?
that was never
Yeah?
about
You
the
know, here you
title.
go
You know,
feel.
mix and
Yeah?
mingle.
That was never
but
about
guess
the
what?
title.
I can tell in your voice though what you're saying. He's kind of learned, but he won't admit because he's basically not bigging it
learned,
up now.
no,
You're like, actually,
it's
you know what I
the
mean?
fact
No,
that
he's
it's-
speaking truth, though.
It's the fact that
He's
none
speaking truth.
of you actually think we can win the league. You can sit here and pretend
You have a
that-
chance.
No,
I
but
do.
you don't. No, you don't.
Listen,
No, you don't.
Don't lie.
No, you don't.
Honestly,
No, you
lie.
don't.
Matisse,
Let's not
Matisse,
lie.
So let's not lie.
Matisse,
right?
not
Matisse,
do the
what did I
whole
say to you?
lying stuff.
What did I say? I said on this very
Come
show, I
on,
said
bro.
when we played Chelsea, I was very impressed by them. I mean, I was impressed by Chelsea. I think as good as anybody we played this season. So and you're
And
in a
you
good
weren't
position.
in great form.
I'm not saying you are going to win the league, but I definitely think Chelsea are in with a shout.
Listen, if I felt
Definitely.
we could win the league, I would be turning this table upside down. But at the end of the day, I don't think we can do it because I've seen
Leave that to me.
I've seen this team in terms of the weaknesses, the strengths. I know what we can and can't do. And I just want to talk about Aston Villa because it was a great performance. I want to talk about Caicedo. Man of the match-esque performance with Cucurella. People were bringing up his price tag, the Declan Rice comparisons last season, etc., etc. Let's start crediting Caicedo, who's been with Gravenberch the best midfielders in the league this season.
Yeah, agreed.
Winning tackles, coming from right back, inverting, creating chances,
Scoring
3
volleys.
key passes, putting it on a plate for Jackson,
Great goal.
scoring against Man United. He has been team of the season worthy. Let's talk about Cucurella, best left back in the league on form. I've said it weeks and weeks and weeks. People are talking about Gvardiol and all these other players. He has been the best
Gvardiol?
left
Who's
back
talking
in the
about
league
Gvardiol?
on
Who said
form.
that?
Definitely
Big
not
Steve.
him.
Maybe other panels.
That's
But
just- yeah.
listen, Cucurella has been immense. Couldn't get past him. Saka's been great this season. Couldn't get past him. This guy is locking people up. He is just shutting down anything that comes down that left-hand side. Colwell, last-ditch defending, clearing things off the line, showing personality, showing a bit of leadership. Cole Palmer, what a goal. He wasn't man of the match. They gave it to
Stunning
him.
strike.
Got an assist, got a goal. Wasn't even at his best, but just smashed it
Nice
in the top
assist for
corner.
Enzo, that. Nice
Yeah,
assist.
Enzo
stepped up.
last
Sounds
couple
like,
weeks.
it does sound like you've got quite the team there.
No, but no, I'm just giving credit because, as you say, we speak in the moment. We speak every
Quite
game,
a
don't we?
team there.
Do we speak every? Do we speak every
Great
game?
squad.
Rob.
We're speaking about this game.
As much as we
Right
can
then.
big Chelsea up for that result,
Am I done?
winless in 8 for Aston Villa.
Am I done?
Unai Emery.
Am I done
Unai
crediting?
Emery.
Let him cook.
Where are
man.
you going?
Leave him.
Where are
leave
you?
him.
Where are you
We'll
going?
get to
I'm
Unai
not
in a
done
minute.
crediting.
Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez,
We were saying
brilliant
about
performance
Liverpool.
last 2 weeks. Last few weeks actually. Gets a goal, great finish. Jackson again. Jackson. It's a name that this table don't like too much.
I
told you he's not in the same conversations as some of your expensive bums. He is in the Isak Watkins conversation now. You want some chest about something? I'll tell you that about that. Beautiful finish. Left
So was
foot.
that? You see Havertz's finish.
Oh, bruv, man, don't be silly about this guy again. Come on, guys.
Was that not a great
It
finish?
was a decent finish, but are you still doing this?
Keeper got a touch to
No,
it.
because I know you maybe you're trying to.
Okay.
I'm hoping
so
you're not trying
the
to
first
touch
goal that opens the deadlock and then the fifth or whatever. All right, cool.
It weren't the fifth.
fourth, fifth.
It was the fifth.
The third.
It actually
It
was
the
the
fifth.
fifth.
Study of football is the third.
I actually think it was the fifth.
It was the
No,
fifth.
it wasn't the fifth.
Are you sure?
I was at the
Who
game.
scored after?
I was
sure?
there. It's the third.
Yeah, but you might have got bubbles in your eye or something, mate.
No bubbles in my eyes. Third goal.
I'm checking. There is a VAR check
I
on
need to
this.
see
Yo,
this.
someone
Please,
check it.
hold on,
This
hold
could be.
on.
This
I don't
could
mind
be.
being wrong
check.
because it ain't my
Check it.
team, mate.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
If he's wrong,
Check it.
Actually, no.
So,
It wasn't the fifth. It was the fourth.
It's a form.
Wait.
Check it.
We need confirmation.
No, it was the
ASAP.
fourth.
Right. Okay.
It's definitely not the
As
fifth.
long
so
as
you're
it's not
still
the
wrong.
fifth, you're all right.
It's the
The
fourth.
way you shut that down, you had to make sure. Yo, Brethren.
No, because I'm just
I'm sure like the fifth, you know.
No.
Yo.
I just remember his Saka.
That even five, you know. Nah.
Foul for the penalty. The third. It was the fourth. It weren't the fifth.
Lucky.
Right? See fourth. Thank you.
You know, when you're so defensive all the time.
Yeah, I was at the game, man. Relax.
Nah, but you was under pressure,
was at
Brethren.
the
That
game.
was fifth. Yeah.
No, I knew it definitely weren't the fifth because the fifth was the penalty.
I mean,
Right,
fourth, fifth.
Oh gosh, but yeah,
It's
listen,
not that
it was
much
just a
different.
great performance, clean sheet, first clean sheet since West Ham away, and we go about our business, man. We just
Dibu Martinez, hold that, you sausage.
Villa, what's
like
happened to
him,
Villa? What's happened to Villa?
Best goalie in the world. Shout out Dan Bardell and the Aston Villa man. Them.
What's happened to
Oh
Villa?
yes,
Deluded, mate.
See, honestly,
Sausage.
Let's move it on. But just before we move it, a couple more super chats. Shannon says, always nervous to write off City, but at this point, will they even get top four?
Ooh,
Nasser says, difference between Arsenal and Liverpool is one adapts when players are injured, the other one uses excuses. Just thinking out the
that's
place.
true, mate. We just get on with the
What
job.
Can't comment
excuses?
on that,
Next.
can we?
We've been
We
without
got any
injuries.
right backs? Yep. Come on. Any other goalkeepers? Any other strikers? Yep. Oh, we've won. Nothing changed.
Got
Fair
me
enough.
wrong, mate.
Okay, so we've not adapted. Okay. UK says, why is DR never on the suggestions page?
What?
YouTube, I hate it.
Disgrace. That's a
They are
disgrace.
hating.
Disgrace.
I can't lie.
Why are we not on there?
Jack Aggis says, big up to Abbi, always entertaining us. Pep has lost the
Don't think he
dressing
means to.
room. Jeez. SW6 Blue says Pep has lost the dressing room. Amarin's Red Army, progress is all we care about, says Sebastian. Rick Proctor says, Matisse, Pep left Barca when Jose's Real Madrid beat him in 2012. Red Square says Arteta versus Emery debate will return, similar to the Saka-Foden debate, which always returns when Foden gets his annual purple patch world-class form. Saya says Foden, Saka, but come the hell on, he says. Urxa says, who is the most important player for Arsenal, Saka or Odegaard? They're both very important. United will win the Premier League title before Arsenal. Amarin's 100%, says Saraba. That's a big call. Terence says, not
comment,
even
Robbie.
United fans give a toss about Rio's waffle. Johnny DYNWA says, great Scouse Abbi. Sounds like my Auntie Sharon.
It's like shadow there.
Hey, Sharon. Auntie Sharon.
Joanne says, if Liverpool lose the league from here, would you call it bottling?
Oh,
Call it what it is.
Shay Jahi says, Robbie, Slot took over a team that were better than for 2 seasons. If we wins, there's no hiding for our manager. If he wins it, there's no hiding for our manager.
Finally, Slot wins.
Ronnie
Arteta
Dodd
needs to have
says,
a good look at himself in the mirror.
without Vicario, Abby, Spurs are just a Luton town. I actually think that
Crazy.
Fraser
Fraser
Forster,
Forster's done about
had it
7
not been
we
saves.
don't
for
normally though.
he's a
No,
bit.
he's actually
Carrier's
been
playing
alright.
against
Not gonna-
Ipswich.
I was gonna say, like, let's come on. Like,
London Nomad
Vicario-
says,
Vicario and
Abby,
that. Yeah.
you of all people, please don't get involved in the trophy
I wasn't
talk.
involved in the trophy talk.
Arsenal might limp to a FA Cup every now and again, but at least they're still winning something. Jamal says, didn't realise that the D in DR stands for deflection. Shay says, Abby, when is it going to be Spurs' year?
Never, mate. Never.
Right. Chelsea are just chilling. Leave us be, says Ty. Different Ty. Shogun says, Rooney compared to Salah? That is blasphemy. Come on now. There is banter and there is madness. Salah is very good, but nowhere near Rooney, he says. Clara Bitsy says, Robbie, you're chatting rubbish. It doesn't matter what others predicted at the start of the season. All right, don't matter now. But if I would have predicted, anyway. When you are asked this season, are you willing to put your neck on the line that it will be finally be visible? You said Arsenal will win it. I predicted that I would like to see Arsenal win it. Kian says, someone needs to create with the Don in Create the Don in the Matrix, he should have said. He can deflect like Neo on that rooftop.
You actually are.
That's going to be the new
Manipulation of the
gift.
facts at the end of the
Someone
movie.
make that on
London
your way.
Nomad says, other than Flex, you all must win this year. Angie's second season.
Wait,
Chelsea must win the Conference
Chelsea-
League.
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool, 9
Conference
points
League,
clear.
yeah.
You
Oh.
must all win. Arsenal must win something big.
What, what big thing will you win?
Who else? Let's
gonna
wait and see.
Win the dog.
Saraba says Arsenal
Win the dog.
fans
Yeah.
do incredible
That's it.
mental
Win the
gymnastics.
dog.
So,
That's it.
win the what?
Win the dog. That's it. Your little dog that you've got at the training ground. Win.
You like dogs, don't you?
Yeah.
I do
Don't-
love
don't-
dogs,
don't-
but that's
don't
the
be
only
like
win
that.
that's the only win that they're gonna have in terms of a trophy. That lovely
Before I
little
got
dog.
to the end of the super chat,
Good
so
lad.
another
Mate.
20 just loaded.
Mate, this
Right,
one-
so let's
day.
get into.
God, we've got to do Thursday.
Manchester United.
Let's get into.
Tottenham, man.
Oh, let's get into Tottenham.
United,
We haven't
easy,
spoken. You've had a lot to say, but we haven't actually spoken about Tottenham. Unbelievable performance the other day, beating Manchester City 4-0.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Long
But then
shave.
during the week,
Fantastic.
Thanks for that.
Roma
Yeah, got that
1-1
wrong, didn't
concede
I?
right near the end.
Oh, shock! You've gone
And,
against them on Spurs, but when I do it,
1-1. So let's
Me?
take a look.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah,
wrong.
but I
was
do mine with evidence.
Wins.
Let's take a look at it. Matisse in the fair play
Fulham should have won.
sevens. You went for a win for Fulham. So did I. Went for 2-1. AGT went 2-1 to Spurs. Abby went 2-0 to Spurs. Flex went 3-1. All of us got it wrong. It ended up as a 1-1 draw. I didn't really tell the full story of the game. If you actually watch the game, Fulham will count themselves very unlucky that they didn't get all 3 points. They absolutely
How quiet she
dominated.
gets when it
They're
gets
10
to
men as
Spurs.
well, isn't they?
Her whole demeanour changes when she realises
They
it gets to her
dominated the
team.
game
10 men.
for about the last 8 minutes, yeah. But they did. They dominated the game. Talk to us about that performance, Abby.
well, I mean, if you know Spurs, then you knew that was probably nailed on. Really, that result. Clearly, I didn't. I thought we might have turned a corner. Silly me. Yeah, just.
Her tone's changed.
It's completely different. Yeah, and this is why people get the
Where's your-
chest, the
you've gone
passion
within your shell.
flying in it,
no,
Robbie.
because
You
it's
must
just-
do, and now you're like, but it's just us.
Because it is
you
just
know.
who, like, I'm not trying to paraphrase Andrew all the time, but it is actually just who we are. Like, you know, it's just, you know, what was that performance? What was it?
How was Maddison?
What was it? What was that? How was Maddison?
'Cause
Madison.
He was throwing darts last week against City, but then.
But he shouldn't do that when he
Well,
scores?
I'm just saying if you know.
Just wondering if he shouldn't do that when he scores.
Darts is sport. It's actually often played
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
frequently.
Yeah.
They're in many
North
different
London
competitions,
as well.
so you've
There's
got to
been
be.
many games this season where I
throwing
haven't
quite-
seen Cole.
quite a
I haven't
lot.
seen Cole Palmer do that. I haven't seen him do that a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
I
In
don't
them
think
big
Maddison
games.
should be compared to Cole Palmer.
No, but
If
if
you
you're
look
talking
at
about
the
celebrating,
GA,
if you're talking about
I
celebrating, if you're
don't
talking about
think you want to do
celebrating,
this
if you're
because
talking
if I
about
pull up some
celebrating,
stats now,
if you're
it's
talking
not
about
going to go
celebrating
well.
goals,
She likes stats.
Should you
You
not?
like
Should
stats
you
as
not
well?
celebrate your goal? Should you
Well,
not
I'm-
celebrate your goals?
I'm just saying,
You're
you know,
saying
is
about,
he-
you're saying
is-
you shouldn't celebrate your goals.
I'm just saying, is he gonna?
You're saying you
is
shouldn't
he going to
celebrate your
celebrate
goals.
anytime soon again, or
Well,
is
he
it going
celebrated the
to
other
go
day.
another
He
5 weeks
celebrated
without
this-
seeing the
He
darts?
celebrated
'Cause
the other day.
I like
He
darts a
celebrated
lot.
the other day.
I'm
It's only
becoming
been
quite a fan, actually.
it's only been 7 working days since he last celebrated.
7 working days, is it?
Not
Yeah.
actually, it's been less than that.
5 working
working
days,
days.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Cool.
package delayed.
Anyway,
Let's get-
back to
let's
Spurs.
get-
working in football, isn't it?
It is.
Got one more goal than Luke Littler.
Back to Spurs. Yeah, poor. Like this is just. I don't know what to tell you. It's just Spurs. Like we are just up and down. That's it.
Fair enough. Move
We're
on
just
then.
up and down. Like missing quite a few first team players. Squad stretch, squad depth ain't there. That's why I say about the top 4 thing. It's not good enough. You know, we have weeks where we'll just, you know, play really well, or halves of football where play really well, but then we'll have games that are really poor, like
Why didn't
yesterday.
Kulusevski start?
rotation. We've got no one available. Did you see our bench yesterday,
Man, I'm
Matisse?
serious. No, I didn't.
Did you see our bench? I think Scarlett's not there. No.
Where's
I'm
where's
just gonna give
Neymar?
you-
Is he on the bench?
I'm just gonna give
Mikey Moore.
Mikey Moore's injured, by the
Oh,
way. We have got loads of injuries, and I'm not using that. I'm actually not using that as an excuse. I'd love to have Pavlyuchenko. Our bench yesterday was Region, Spence,
Still at your gaff?
yeah, Archie Gray, who did
That's
come
my
on, then
friend's
went
son.
back off. Big up, isn't it?
Shout out Johnny Barnett's boy. Actually, yeah.
Is he actually, yeah?
100%.
Right, so
Yeah, yeah,
this was our
Williams
bench
Bonnet.
yesterday. Our bench yesterday was
Very
talented.
Brandon Austin, goalkeeper, who was
DJ.
yeah, no, that's Alfie
sure.
Whiteman. Jed Spence, Archie Gray, Region, Kulusevski. Then you've got Bergval. Then you've got Alusi, Williams Barnett, and Will Lancashire. Didn't have anyone.
No, Johnny Barnett.
Everyone's out. So
That's his son. Look at him.
you know, you're missing Vicario, Romero, Richarlison, Mickey van der Ven, Odebert, Mikey Moore, Solanke, Archie Gray, and obviously Bentancur while they sort that suspension situation out. So, like,
That's a
is
shame.
what it is.
It's a shame that you predicted your team to finish 4th this season and my team to finish 8th.
We
I
did it.
felt sorry for you.
You're going to bring
You
this
just
up
said
every
all those
week.
injuries there. We're
going to bring it up every week.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I am.
boring.
I'm going to bring it up every
But why?
week.
I've already said that I got that wrong, and I've put you in the top 4. Spurs aren't good enough to finish in the top 4. Did I? No, I did. Did I put Spurs 4th?
You
I
did.
thought I put Spurs 5th. I thought I had United 4th.
You were going to bet me. I should have took that bet.
Couple of weeks, last week she said, if we win our game, it'll only be
It's always a big if,
3
Rob.
points for you.
It's always a big if with Spurs. It's always a very
Now
big
you're playing
if.
it all down.
As I've said to you, when we win, either we weren't here last week anyway. If you are here when we play well, then great. I'm going to enjoy it. If you're not and we don't win, then I've got to hold it. Like, we didn't lose the game. We drew the game.
It's 2 draws in a row though. You got dilly ding dilly
Bar-
dong
bar
midweek.
You
this-
get dominated.
Ranieri's been out
Bar
chilling
this
for a while, and
week-
he's
bar
just come
this-
and pulled up to the
Bar
Spurs.
this
and,
week, I can't
got a
actually
draw, mate.
remember the last time that
It's-
we drew games. So
It is weird, right? That
there's no
honestly,
consistency.
it is weird because you had them injuries when you went to City, right?
Yeah.
It is weird that you can go from that performance against City to like that performance against Fulham, where Fulham dominated the game. It's just like weird.
Fulham was so good. Iwobi was just doing the most, honestly.
All the
doing the
Arsenal
most.
players, the ex-Arsenal, Reece Nelson had a good game as
Yeah,
well.
they all had a
Smith
good
Rowe
game. They deserved to win that game, 100%. You know, even that goal when we scored, it was completely against the run of play. Couldn't believe it.
Brennan Johnson again, the player they were all slagging off. at
And
the start
Timo
of the
Werner.
season.
Timo
And Timo
Werner.
Werner.
Great
Great
find.
assist.
You better start putting respect on some of the players who are putting it in.
Timo Werner
Squad
has
players.
got much better since he stopped trying to shoot.
You should
It's a
sign
great
him
cross,
permanently.
I think we are signing
Great
him
cross.
permanently.
Good finish from
I
Johnson.
think we are, yeah.
Flip says-
8.5 mil.
Why didn't Brennan Johnson celebrate then?
I don't know.
Probably.
Ask Brennan.
He never does.
But I thought you said
Fan
everyone
base
should
onto him,
celebrate their
probably,
goal.
innit?
He's not happy.
Making him
What's
feel
going on to
horrible.
Forest?
Fair play.
Anyway, let's move
Take
it on. Flip says Robbie gets a question, does a 180 and yells at Abby. Defino says, love how the 3 on the left are discussing being in the title race, with the other 2 on the right
That's you and me.
are
Mud siblings.
one is an absolute wild card, and the other team's generally lucky to be in the top half of the table.
That's you.
Oria Cray says, oh my, Robbie, you're actually delusional. OR says, didn't Arteta have a speech at the Emirates saying he will win the league? No, he didn't say we will win the league. Right? Get your facts right. He didn't say, show me that, I'll give you £100. Black Wolf says, Robbie,
DM
stop.
it to me.
Stop, you always do
Really
this.
bad.
Well, yeah, that's how I can
DM
back
me
up
the
facts.
clip. It's like the time when
You're
you
saying-
never said Arteta out, and then we
yeah.
found
You're,
out.
Oh,
you're
yeah, that
saying
was peak.
you're saying Ange should be
That's a
fired
great day.
if he doesn't deliver, but Arteta
Read
bottled
that
it
again,
twice.
louder.
You say I've already read it.
Louder.
Bottled it twice,
mate.
but shouldn't be fired as a good manager. Well, he challenged for the league.
Wow.
Right, so I'm sorry, you cannot compare Arteta to Big Ange.
So
right
weird
now.
though, because you just said
Would
that
you? Would you say he's as good, Big Ange is as good as Arteta?
Oh my lord! You said
Would you? Would anyone here? say
no.
that?
You
All right,
said.
let me move it on.
You said
Nishant
that Spurs
said-
have to win something this season. Ange has to win something this season.
Nish-
Why?
no, but I'm only saying it because he said it.
And
I
Arteta
didn't
said
say
you're
it.
going to win the league.
You didn't.
I'm
No,
not-
he
I'm not
didn't.
getting into it. Okay.
Your
Let's read
manager
chats,
said,
read
I
chats, got so
always
much
win
preaching.
something in my second season. So if on his job interview, he probably told him that.
No context.
Don't worry, I always win something in my second
worry,
season.
next
So they
year
say,
is,
you're hired.
Let's see you win
Because at least next year,
Win
you'll
something,
get it.
right.
So yeah, he said it. Me never say it. I am say it. Nishant K says, instead of dragging Chelsea into the title race, when can we talk about how United and Tottenham have dropped off after having better seasons than Chelsea? This is a good question.
it up.
Nishant K says, instead of dragging Chelsea into the title race, when can we talk about how United and Tottenham have dropped off after having better seasons than Chelsea last year?
Oh, it's late.
At least United can say they've sacked their manager for their drop-off. And I bet one thing on Wednesday, says Ronnie Dodge, Rashford will score. He does always score against Arsenal.
Yeah, then we're going to lose.
Let's talk about Man United. Very impressive win, 4-0. I watched some of that game and I was really impressed with Ahmad. Good performance by him,
Proper footballer.
even though he didn't score the goals.
Really, really good. I think what I liked about yesterday is that you're supposed to. Long has it been that we have not dusted down teams that are rubbish. Like Everton aren't a good side, so they're supposed to come to Old Trafford when everything's how it should be, which we've been miles off it, and just get a routine win. Send them man packing, away fans leaving early. You know what I mean?
Down
That's
the M62.
Do you know what I mean? That's what's meant to happen. So it was nice to just see it. It weren't all rosy though, man. Like the first 15 minutes was all right, and then the next 15 minutes after that, 10, 15 minutes after that, we were poor. And if you give up those sorts of opportunities to the good teams, you know, you're under the cosh. But I'm going to focus on the positives because they deserve it. I think Xerxes needed a big performance. You know, he's been a really, really tough start for him. I haven't rated him at all since he's got here. I just have being honest with what I saw. And I was like, wow, where does he fit in? What does he do? And the manager's rotating the team, which is fantastic. So he was really good. Rashford back amongst the goals, confidence. Don't know, going out with someone from Love Island or something. So you know what when that happens, new relationship, this comes back. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how long. Hopefully it lasts. Yeah, hopefully it lasts. But Ahmad, honestly,
how was Ten Hag leaving this guy out of the team? Man?
Crimes against football.
Yeah, facts.
Crimes against football.
Everybody's been saying it. Where's this guy? Why is he
every Man United fan was saying it when Ten Hag was here, and Anthony was playing over him, and Garnacho every time on the right hand side. And you know, I'm not saying that Garnacho's terrible, but Anthony, Ahmad is just a class footballer. Class footballer, and he's taken on instructions. Right wing back, no problem, boss. I do a job for the team. I'm going to score goals. I'm going to create goals. I'm going to work hard for the team. And you know what I like about him is how selfless he is, because when he gets into the right positions, he doesn't just see the headlines. He doesn't just see that I can get all the glory. The right pass there is to just pass the ball to Xerxes and we get an easy goal and we can all celebrate together. So we can't get ahead of ourselves because we haven't played anyone, top yet. And this Arsenal test is one that's very early on in our development, and it's probably yes. Probably yes. But I like that. I can just see the idea. We look more compact. We look more organised. You can see what the manager's trying to do, the head coach trying to do, but there's a long... And I love the way that he is dissecting the games. He said, let's just focus on the performance, not so much the results, because Bodo Glimt, we won 3-2, could have probably scored more and done a bit better. We won 4-0 today, but actually Everton, not saying they should have won or anything, but they could have scored a few if they would have been... I like how he's being very measured, so can't get ahead of ourselves. Easy win, nice win. Use some
nice managers coming into the league right now.
AO with a super chat, he says, I think he's getting ahead of himself. He says, Amarin is cooking. He's the real deal. You can see a clear style of play.
You can see that.
Yeah,
Arsenal and Don Robbie, we are coming for you on Wednesday.
Chill. Who said that?
AO.
Big up AO.
Memo says, Robbie, take accountability, stop deflecting. The question wasn't from Abby. She simply voiced her opinion. The question was from AGT. Karim says, Robbie...
Apologise to me.
No. Robbie is a delusional tyrant who has changed his tune on the Cronkies, have I? Since the club, he got on the club's payroll. I wish I was on the club's payroll.
He'd be rich.
Oh, boy, I'd love this. You know what I mean? Like, Karim, let me know how much I'm getting, yeah? You know what I mean? Joseph says, Abby, more rattled than a pack of Tic Tacs
I'm not rattled
in
today.
a tumble dryer.
I had complete, not rattled.
Agwe says, Robbie, hold on, the 2nd of October 2024. Saka said this is our year. This is the year.
Did he? Need some proof for that.
Saka said that.
Apparently so.
Sayer says constructors championships fight. Liverpool looks right, and Real could go first. I don't really get that one. Marto says AGT. With all respect to you, it's too early.
Okay.
Too early,
I'll just
lad.
Be silent then.
Serious convo. Virgil van Dijk, great. I think he means greatest defender in the Premier League.
I'd say he is, man. I really would say he is.
In the Premier League era.
Yeah, I would say he
better
is.
Better than Terry.
I've said what I've said.
Better than Rio.
Yeah, I've said what I've said.
He ain't even better than Stan, mate.
He ain't got the
Fidel
longevity.
says
His
Robbie's
peak is-
delusion is to be more studied.
Van Dijk, 10
Robbie,
years old.
At what
Which
point
team
do
is
you
that?
think Arsenal will be out of the title race? Another L,
Compare it to
a draw,
Southampton.
Flex, would you rather
you right?
throw the game at the Emirates?
What? Say that again.
Throw it, why?
Yeah, because if we flipping take them out the title race, that's it. You may as well just give Liverpool the flipping title on Wednesday.
You need to do this.
Pissing me off.
You need to do this so you know.
This is awful. This is just awful.
You have to.
me something, bro.
Do it. Do
Get
it.
something out of that
Also,
game.
like,
No.
Think about it.
Come on, get a point.
Look at him. He's going.
Get a point at the Emirates, man. Come on, flex, man.
But don't you want this for Amarim?
You could do something.
Amarim, you want this
do you
for
not wanna win?
Ahmad?
Get a point or something.
this is-
I
Come
do.
on.
No. I've always said this.
Alright.
I've always
Bro,
said this.
if
I
they
don't
get
do that Spurs
they
thing
get-
of trying to
If
do
they
this.
get
I want
even
what's best
a
for my
point,
team.
they will be
I want what's
there.
best for
All right,
my
let's
team.
just have another look at the
I
other fair
badly want
play.
to win at Emirates.
The other fair play
Thank you
fixtures:
so much.
Palace 1, Newcastle 1,
Amazing.
Wolves 2, Bournemouth 4. Those were the two other fixtures.
Justin Cliver, hat-trick of penalties.
Hat-trick of penalties, first time it's ever been done.
Yeah.
Was it?
Brentford 4, Leicester 1, and Notts Forest 1.
No one got that right.
They don't like when you say that.
That
They don't like when you say that.
No,
Nottingham Forest.
No, I was
Yeah.
the only one that
Because
went
Notts
for a
County,
draw.
mate.
I've got that right.
Palace won. I went for you.
I've got a draw.
Yeah, you got that right, but you didn't get the exact
Yeah,
score.
closer than you then.
Let's see the Forest one.
Okay.
Do we have the Forest one up on the screen?
No, I don't think that
Oh, we
was
didn't.
jackpot sevens.
Okay.
think it was.
But basically, we all got them all wrong anyway, right? Let's have a look at the games coming up on, because there's with all these international breaks now, you get the ridiculous situation where you got like
many
games,
games,
loads of games happening midweek. Let's take a look at a couple of the fair play fixtures. First one, Arsenal versus Manchester United, Flex. Both teams on form.
Yeah, but our form's not.
Just 1 point.
It's not really real. It's
Pick up yourself.
I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not. I'm gonna try my luck with a draw, 2-2.
Abby?
I like a draw for that. I'll go with 1-0.
I don't even really believe it as well. It's tight.
AGT?
2-1 Arsenal, I think.
Matisse?
3-1 Arsenal.
Oh, you bottled it.
I actually fancy 3-1
I
Arsenal.
don't think they're going to get something.
I think both teams are on form, but I think the last
We're
two
not on
games
form.
in
The form,
particular-
honestly, this form, it's
I'm
like
not having the full mark.
Look, we're just getting used to our thing and
They're not
picking
on
up some
form.
wins along the way. It's
Robbie,
not.
we've got to make form 5 games, man. They're not on form.
I
5
still-
games, 4 wins minimum, not 5.
I still think like the three at the back thing
Yeah.
Makes us more
Something
secure.
different.
takes time
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
to work.
All the pressure is on you.
Yeah, of course.
All of it.
pressure.
Yeah,
All
100%.
of it.
You know what
No
I mean?
expectations.
So if you don't win, Robbie, trust me, you know what this fixture, and it's always around my birthday.
Done.
Always get licks. I'm always outside that flipping Emirates. Everyone after going, hey, on
Hey,
your little
Don,
AFTV
I don't want to hear
fan
you
cam
in
thing.
Dubai on
yeah?
Thursday.
Little.
Yeah, little. Yeah. If we win,
You better be here, bro.
You
or even
better
draw,
be.
You better, I don't want to
even
hear.
draw,
I don't
brother.
see you on no EasyJet flight. Telling me about delays.
I don't want to hear about no Dubai, Bridget.
yeah,
Yeah,
none of that, none
Well,
of
I've got a
that.
meeting in Dubai,
I got
man.
friends in- I got-
No, I don't
Good
want to hear
meeting with my
none of
friends
that.
here. Yeah, I mean, good to see. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that on your
I don't want to
story.
hear about
Okay,
tarmac
okay.
or none of that.
Stuck on the plane for 4 hours. No, you
Newcastle
must be here.
versus Liverpool.
I'll go with
James's Park.
3-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
Won there the last 4 years.
Don't jinx it, huh?
Newcastle
No,
ain't
it's
great
just
right
a
now, are they?
Just a fact.
Shout out Matty Renton and them, man.
Just had him on the preview. Cop TV.
What's
coming
he
out
saying?
at
Is he
5
shook?
He's like, mate, I wouldn't be surprised if you smoked us. Like. That's what it is, mate.
Yeah, Liverpool can't see past them
Where's
on
his
this.
chest gone?
2-1
Back in.
Liverpool.
Deflect.
You used to phone in.
Yeah, I think
2-1 Liverpool.
I think 2-1. No Isak either, innit? He got
Oh,
injured.
is that?
Oh.
Again, 2-0 Liverpool.
Whoa,
get injured, right?
whoa,
2-0
whoa.
Liverpool.
Anti-goal.
Hey,
let's
change my
see,
prediction to 2-0. I didn't know
2-0 Liverpool.
No,
I'd like to see Chiesa involved in this one if possible.
Who?
Chiesa. Exactly. Exactly.
Chiesa.
I'll go.
Federico, mate.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Liverpool as well. Manchester City versus Forest.
Ooh, you don't
tell
want to
you
play
what,
Forest
mate.
Nah,
for City.
I'm gonna-
Chris
Physical
Wood.
game.
Where is it?
City.
At City.
That doesn't really matter with
Doesn't
City.
even matter, bro.
If they lose this,
Last time.
I'd
they
love it
top
if
four.
they lose that.
if they lose this,
Pep
they're
Mez's
completely
walk.
out of it, innit?
Oh, they're out of it anyway.
No, but they'd
If
be
they,
like.
if they lose this, top 4 is the actual like top 4.
And Forest are a very well organised team. I mean,
They're the top Forest.
But look, when they have
they
to
come
go
to
and show up
you,
against you,
they
yeah,
didn't.
They
they've
didn't,
got
they
it in
didn't.
them, man. Let's not. But surely, Man City got
Surely.
Surely.
I'm going with a draw, 2-2.
I'm going 1-0 Forest, mate.
Oh.
I'm going with a draw as well. I'm going to go 2-2 as well. I like that.
I think Man City again.
I'm going to go 1-0 City.
Chris Wood.
Where you going?
I'm going to go
You're a proper
2-1
fan,
City.
innit?
No, but I feel like it has to change at some point. And
Okay.
Actually, no, Langer and my no, 2-2.
Another team that
My
needs
God.
to win: Aston Villa versus Brentford
Where is
Oh,
that?
is that Villa or Brentford?
No winning 8
Yeah.
for Villa.
at Villa.
They've not won in 8.
Oh, I'd fancy Brentford if they're at home.
I'll
you
go
saying?
Villa because they surely can't do this.
3-3.
Brentford away from home.
I'll say
3-3?
Aston
Yeah.
Villa 3-2.
Abby,
Mm,
AGT. It's got a lot of people thinking
I'll go
this one.
2-2. I'll go 2-2.
Yeah, I like 2-2.
2-2.
I'll have 2-2.
2-2 as well.
I've gone 3-2 Villa. They've got to win at some point.
Yeah, I'll go 1-0 Villa. Everton versus Wolves.
Ugh. Oh,
What a
Not the
vile
most
game.
exciting game.
1-1. 1-1, mate.
Jesus Christ.
1-0 Everton, I can see.
Shout out them toffees as well. Where's Brentford, man? Generational stinker.
You was going to pay for it.
They told us we should buy him for 80 million in the summer.
Yeah, they tried to
They
fleece
Do
you.
you know what I'm saying?
I can't believe that was even
And
a
the man
thing.
comes Old
80
Trafford
million
and
is
drops a
crazy.
stinker. Hold that.
What are you
50
saying?
million max.
What are you saying for this game? I went 1-0.
No, Everton need to win, innit?
1-0 Everton. Where you going?
The Spanish
Going
relegation.
3-0.
I'll
3-0
go.
what?
I'll go.
3-0 Wolves.
3-0 Wolves.
I'll go 1-1.
Cunha will rise.
1-1.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Wolves.
3-1 Wolves. Okay. Southampton versus Chelsea.
Chelsea 3, Southampton 1.
I have that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 4-1 Chelsea.
Chelsea ain't
There's no
messing this
Dibbling
up.
and there's no who's the other kid?
No Dibbling.
Centre back. Yeah, they're both
You
suspended.
need to worry
Harwood
about that
Bellis.
big pool, though.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's-
it. Yeah, he's out as well.
4.
You need to worry about Big Paul.
Four.
Who's Paul?
4.
Remember Big Paul?
Big Paul.
Big Paul.
4-1.
Nice.
4-1
gonna-
Chelsea.
I'll
What did
take
you
it
go?
to 1-6.
3-1. I went 3-1.
3-1. All right.
I'll go.
Leicester versus West Ham. Rude Van Nistelrooy.
First game, I think. Hopefully he's
Yep.
dug out. Yes, Rude. Come on. Make Nicky Hawkins and them man there cry.
I tell you what, if he loses,
If he loses that, he's got to go.
He's gotta go.
I'm going to say that's going to be the final nail, and Rude's going to get a manager bounce. 2-0 Leicester.
2-1 Leicester.
Yeah, I like that actually. 2-1 Leicester.
1-0.
I think West Ham will win.
Lopetegui needs to get out.
Look at Leicester
Yeah.
look poor.
It's not great.
Oh, it worked this time.
West Ham.
Shock.
West Ham. 2-0.
Ooh.
2-1.
2-1.
All right, final 2 games. They're not in the fair play. Actually, final 3 games. Just quickly, Ipswich Palace.
Ipswich.
Ipswich. I'll go.
It's a difficult one.
Oh,
isn't it?
no, that's a difficult one, man.
2-2.
Ipswich 2-1.
Yeah,
1-0.
2-1.
I'll go 1-1 as well. Fulham Brighton. That's a good game, that is. That's a very good game.
But Fulham are weird at the cottage. They've got licks off Wolves 4-1, and then they go and do
That
all
could,
right
that could
again.
literally go either way.
Yeah.
I'd
And
say
Brighton, you didn't expect them to get pegged back by
Yeah.
Southampton
No.
as well.
Should really have won.
Weird.
Brighton,
such a bad
Southampton
result.
got robbed as well.
Yeah.
I'll say 2-2.
Um,
2-2. Yeah, I like that.
I don't want to do a draw. I've done loads of draws.
Actually, Fulham. I'm going to say Fulham. Fulham 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 Fulham. Even though I do rate
I'm
Brighton.
on the fence in this one. I'm going to go 2-2. You got AGT?
2-2 as well, actually. I like that, Rob.
All right. Final game. Bournemouth versus Spurs.
3-2 Bournemouth all day long.
Huh?
3-2 Bournemouth.
Kirkes.
3-2. You're not backing your team.
No,
Is that, when is this? Is this in the
Thursday,
midweek? Is it?
Thursday, so I won't even see you. live.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Under
You
the
go?
lights. No.
Why not?
Absolutely not.
Who does we
Down to the
see
South
some-
Coast.
No,
You'll
thank
see
you.
us. Our game.
No,
Our
thank
shows.
you.
in the afternoon.
Why are you think that, you
The
know,
games in the night.
Huh?
Because I know what we're
Oh, so we
like.
can't cook her.
I know what we're like.
Bournemouth Tottenham?
I know what we're like. 3-2 Bournemouth.
2-1 Bournemouth. I think at home. With the form they're in, Evan Nielsen,
Yeah, I
Justin
fancy
Kluivert,
Kirkes.
Kirkes. I will
Fancy a
go.
2-1
I'll
Bournemouth.
go
Tavernier.
there.
They're
Yeah.
got good. They're good team.
What about you?
Bournemouth.
Team.
We don't like physical teams.
Don't you? We'd have to go Bournemouth.
You're in the wrong league.
Bournemouth are physical. So,
Yeah, you want to go play in the
Yeah,
A-League,
Like,
mate?
he got something.
2-1 Bournemouth, I'll go as well. Where you going?
Go and play with Brian Gill. man.
What? 2-0 what?
I'm going 2-1 Bournemouth. I can't do
Bournemouth.
this. You got Bournemouth
They
all
don't
right,
got to
but
do nothing, Rob. They're Tottenham.
no, but really and truly, no, actually,
I told you.
No, you
how
know
I
what,
think
I'm
the
gonna
week
go-
is gonna
It's a
go.
vibes team. I
think they'll
That's
beat
fine.
Bournemouth.
If we don't beat Bournemouth, that's fine because then we'll beat Chelsea. That's fine.
No,
I've seen
two-
the
yeah.
patterns.
I'm going Bournemouth all
If
day.
you said they don't like physical teams,
I just don't think we do. I don't think we do.
they'd have to go Bournemouth. Then,
And
2-1.
also, like
I'm
you
going
have,
up
to
for
also,
you
you
then.
have to also look at it. I don't think Van der Ven's not back as far as I'm aware.
Is he back for Chelsea?
Don't know. I think they said mid-December for him. I don't think any of them back. Solanke might be back.
So no Vicario,
he's got
no Van der
flu.
Ven. What about Romero?
No, I don't think he's back either.
He's got a broken ankle, hasn't
He
he?
must.
No, yeah, no, Vicario's got
fractured.
that.
Okay.
I
Oh,
don't know.
sorry.
So
Oh,
much.
Romero,
I don't know what's
sorry.
going on.
All right, let me try and see if I can battle through the rest of these super chats before we finish the show today. Trouser says Germany, Spain, England, champs beaten, no goals conceded. Huh?
Oh no, he was sorry.
We beat
Just
the champions of Germany, the champions
Oh,
of
he's
Spain,
on about
champions
Liverpool,
of
did he?
England.
Okay,
on,
yeah,
on
okay. Conceded a
Romero,
goal.
on
Okay.
Romero, he was expected to be back against Fulham, but he wasn't.
Okay,
Mickey Van der
Flex.
Ven not till the 19th.
Chandra says, Flex, as a Liverpool fan, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Is there a second
Very
part?
nice. No, there's not a second part.
Okay.
Big up.
Billionaire Coffee, they're all in a good mood at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're always waiting for the next bit.
AGT, you think you can win the league after 13 games, says Billionaire Coffee.
Yeah.
Medical Bunker, Flex, when Pep rebuilds, he's going to be better than Sir Alex. YG says, before we take anything AGT says seriously, just remember this was the same guy who argued for 5 minutes that Southampton was next to Somerset.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you did.
Not far away.
Josie,
It was far.
Josie says,
was
it's
far.
crazy how Arsenal have side haven't had a single game where everybody was 100% fit,
Barney lives there.
and we're second.
Right, check out.
I absolutely can't wait to get everybody 100% fit on the bench. Love the show, by the way. Kian says, are Manchester City allowed to take one season full after 7 years of consistent performance. 100 points, domestic treble, six Premier League in a row. 6 Premier Leagues, 4 in a row. What can you ask more than that from players? They can afford to take a season off, but we're all enjoying it. I have actually enjoyed it, especially Pep yesterday. I have to say, the Liverpool fans were absolutely brilliant. We're never singing that sacked in the morning.
Do you know what?
And
His
clapback was good though.
At the end.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah.
That's a good
It
clapback.
is. Yeah.
You can tell that he
got routed.
He admires Anfield.
He does.
John Free says Matisse Fofana injury is going to hurt us. Top 4 is a must.
Listen,
How long is he out for?
The objective is the same regardless.
He injured
He's
again?
Out, he's out for 4 weeks because he got an injury. In the game.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
At least it's not.
Clara
'cause he's had
Beatsy
some
says,
bad
Robbie, using
ACLs.
your same argument, none of you lot had us in the top 5. I had top 4, Clara. At the start of the season, now you want us to be challengers. Things do change, Clara. Don't they? They can change.
Maybe in January they do.
You know?
February.
That season when we were challenging for the league, the first one, nobody had us in the top 6. So it can change. Cozy says, who to keep next season? You can only choose one. Salah, Virgil van Dijk, or Trent.
Because that's all the budget allows for.
Pick
They
one.
want high wages.
Salah. Oh, Salah over Van Dijk.
Of Trent.
Yeah, but you've said one.
He said one, innit?
Like, what do you want?
Any answer is
If I said
that.
the other
So you
one,
think
would've said
Salah's-
Van Dijk over Salah?
No, I'm just saying. So you think Salah's more important to the team than Van Dijk? No, I'm just saying.
No, but when you've only got to
pick
pick one,
You
you're
only
obviously
gotta
going to
pick
rank
one.
it in importance.
If it's
That's what I'm
goals.
basically saying.
Rank them in-
Goals
rank
wins
them
games,
three.
innit?
Yeah, I see.
Defense,
it's not- it's-
defense has been
to
tired.
replace
It's
that
not
amount
right
of
or wrong.
goals.
I'm just asking a question. That's all.
Well,
I think you can replace Trent easier.
Rank-
than
I think
Salah.
the fair
them.
question is pick
Salah's
two
gotta go.
out of the 3.
No,
That's
Sorry,
what
Bradley's
I'm
fine.
saying.
Trent's
Rank
got
them
to
1
be
to
there.
3 in order
Alan
of who you'd
Madrid.
like to keep.
Bradley.
I can't even do it.
Van Dijk.
We're running late, guys. Honestly, I've got to
No,
get
we
the
got
diary
time.
room first as well.
No, we hold on for that.
I've got to do it first.
No,
actually.
actually.
Alright.
Salah.
just wait.
Still Salah.
Salah
Damn,
won.
straight after last week. What the fuck?
You can't pick Robbie. It's too hard. It's too
All right.
hard. I'm sorry.
Maka says, I think this was to you, Matisse. How's Sancho, a.k.a. Harvey?
Listen,
I'm
he's
not gonna say
contributing.
that.
He's
Whoa.
fighting. He's got a
0
fight
assists
for
in the
his
Premier
place.
League.
That's it.
We tried to tell you he was
That's
washed.
mad.
Ahmad clear of him, 2 goals, 4 assists under Amarin.
Listen, we're not competing with Ahmed. Ahmed's going to be a top player if they actually give him game time. Sancho's just getting his career back on track. There's never been any comparisons. We comparing a 25-year-old with a 20-year-old? I don't think so. Not around here. Like,
Precise Science says you now. You know what I realise? These fans on the panel are afraid to carry their fully. But when Arsenal fans support their team, we get called out. I think it's to carry the team fully. He has carried it. He has carried it. Yes. Say says people will say Europe is killing Villa, but they were in Europe last season. Kian Palmer says why fans say sack Arteta or Ange. What chance new managers have to win trophies? Jose would have given a few trophies if he was around for 7 years in United, when he already delivered the Europa and the FA Cup. Happy birthday, Flex. Have a nice day from LJ Brown. YM says, Liverpool, once you get the Reds, for a stupid reason, you lose your best players for a month, then talk. Quite understandable.
Who's crying now?
Lost Alisson.
Who's crying about injuries now?
Yang says, AGT, respectfully, come down. Stop disrespecting Robbie. I'm an Arsenal fan from Perth. The rest of you focus on your teams. Why else anyway? John Lee, I can take it. John Lee says, for Liverpool fans, this is their generation of Shanks to Paisley. Thank you, Klopp. Long live the slot machine. YNWA. Great show, guys and girls. Much love. Savek says, is it bottle job if Liverpool don't win the league now?
Already answered that one.
Richard Sower says, is Abbi's role on DR as a court jester? Supposedly supports Tottenham, but on any given day is a Liverpool fan, City fan, or now United fan.
Shameless. You support anyone for anything.
Blackwolf
Support
says,
anyone that's
see
against
the BS
Arsenal.
Robbie doing.
Anyone.
Abbi, laugh out loud. Red Baron says, all right, Flex, should we puff out our chests a little?
Man United?
Yeah.
No.
Ayo says,
Keep it here. Flat. Right here.
okay.
No chest. Yep.
AS Torres says, okay, that's enough deflecting, guys. Cough, Robbie, cough. End of the day, footy is footy and likes is likes. Wagwan, everyone. like the video right now. Nishant says, why does the panel wonder why Abbi predicts Arsenal oppositions to win? The last 3 times she's wanted her time.
So does Robbie.
She's had her
Robbie
time
does
to
it
beat
as well.
No,
Robbie does it as well.
I was predicting that you were going to beat
Robbie does it
Bournemouth,
as well.
and then you said that you can't
Robbie
deal
does
with
it as
physical teams.
But you do it as well.
she's-
AGT does it with Everton.
Look how she's sitting when it's not on Spurs. Look at this whole
Show's gone on
versus
too
how
long.
she's sitting when we talk about Spurs.
It's been a long
Holding
show.
the mic, everything.
Abbi-
doing
It's gone on
madness.
too long.
Abbi always has
Send
chest
those
for
super
other
chats.
teams, but for her team,
Send them.
nothing she does is
money up.
impressed.
What?
Right, so Aaron with
You're gone.
Arsenal and Chelsea's
Too much
lead
cake
forward.
there.
No, it says, what kind of coincidence is this where every top 9 team have one issue or another when facing Liverpool? Isak out again.
My fault.
Not played anyone.
If I speak, I'm not going to say nothing, right? Because all the Liverpool fans will come at me. Ed says, Fiorentina confirm Eduardo Bove is awake. He's the player that collapsed yesterday on the pitch. So hopefully he gets his alerts and orientated prayers. Keep up the prayers for him. But it was a really scary moment. He collapsed in the game yesterday against Inter. SN1990 says, my brother's a Liverpool fan and like AGT, he's rooting for United on Wednesday. Either way, it's a win-win for him. Also, happy birthday going out to Flex. I can understand that one. Leave Sancho alone. He's actually happy with us, says John Free.
Good. Want him to be happy.
And Flex, any chance of United beating Arsenal next week, says Javinda.
Always a chance. 11 v 11, isn't it? Hopefully for the whole game.
Right. Thank you for all the super chats we've had.
Wow. Sorry, long show.
You're in a rush, aren't you?
No, not at all.
Because you're the only team that didn't win this week.
No,
You know what I mean?
didn't
What
lose
was
though.
it?
Didn't lose.
No, you didn't win either. You know, you're just carrying feelings,
Do you
man.
read?
Relax.
Do the read.
You're right.
This is just come on, guys. We've all got places to be.
This show.
One more super chat. Dean says, why do rival fans always underrate Simicas? He's been solid.
Yeah.
Cucurella got nothing on him. Also, no one is talking about Trent's defending.
Shut this show down, man. It's silliness now.
That is a silly super.
Cucurella's been brilliant this season. You have to admit it. Right. Long show, but we have to mention, big up to Proton VPN. We've all been there. Match day's around the corner. You're buzzing for the game, Abby. All of a sudden, you realise you sport Tottenham. No, actually, that word on the script. You're in a spot where you can't watch it.
Sign up as well, Rob.
Yeah, we do want Tottenham fans to sign up.
Oh, no.
You're in a
No.
spot where you can't watch it, and the frustration is real. But with Proton VPN, Abby, you will never miss a moment of action wherever you are.
Tell me more.
Right? They've got you covered by helping you to access the sites you need to stream.
Ooh.
Whether you're traveling or facing those annoying restrictions that stop you from watching the big games. And it's not just about the access. Proton keeps you safe and secure, and it's private. No one will be tracking your IP, your location, or your online activity. So we won't see that you're, sneakily trying to see the Arsenal result before you've even seen the Tottenham result. Plus, we've got over 6,500 servers in over 110 countries. You'll get fast, buffer-free streaming every single time. So you never miss a moment or a live game again. You get a fantastic deal on Proton VPN today. Just use the exclusive link below or scan the QR code. And with that, let's dive into the show's moment of the week. Thanks to Proton VPN, these are the moments of the week. Obviously, Liverpool's win over Manchester City.
Stop the vote.
Saka's masterclass against West Ham
Corner
United.
masterclass.
Chelsea's brilliant thrashing of Unai Emery's Aston Villa. Pep's 6 fingers up to the Liverpool fans. Jose Sarr jumping into the crowd to argue with fans and then conceding goals after that. All Spurs being Spursy. What is your Proton VPN moment of the week, people?
It's got to be the Liverpool win. Going
Yeah,
11 points clear of Man
Matisse?
City, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go with our thrashing.
You're thrashing?
Yeah.
Boring.
It's Pep with the 6 fingers, definitely.
Liverpool's win then. Yeah.
I'm going
It's a
Pep.
big moment.
I'm going Pep. I
Alright,
think
I'll go with that as
I
well.
think Pep with the 6 fingers. It took me by surprise. You know what I mean?
No, he's right though. 6 defeats out of 7. But don't also forget that this video is brought to you by the Jackpot 7s game on the Fairplay app. As I said earlier, download the app by clicking the link on the description below, scanning the QR code on the screen. As you know, earlier on in the show, it was a £5 entry for the jackpot. But guess what? If you type in jackpot, you get it for free this week. Don't forget 700 grand in cash up for grabs. And if you get all the 7 predictions right, that's what you're taking home. But as Flex knows, again, he was one of the minimum prize pot winners, and he took home a total of £43 this week to add to the 550 that he took home a couple of weeks ago. We need to have a bit of VAR on this, I think. As you know, by now, Fairplay is the app that allows you to lock in bets with your mates as well as win big pools on the community sweepstakes and predictor games. UK 18 plus, please. Gamble responsibly.
Okay, brilliant, guys. It's been an epic show today.
Sausage of the
Thank
week.
you for
Oh,
everybody.
let me have a wild
Just
guess.
quickly read out the results.
Sausage of the week. What we got
What's going
on
on there,
Yeah,
guys?
we
Can you
got
put it on
that.
the screen so we know what's
It'll be-
going on?
Be in there,
sausage
probably.
of the week?
Make sure you got to
The
read out the
poll
results there,
is
show.
with 46%. It's definitely not
This is
AGT.
MVP of the week, mate.
Oh,
Actually,
where's sausage of the week then?
It'll probably be in the
looking
sheet.
at
All right, MVP of the week, I can say, goes to AGT.
Thank you.
So AGT has won.
I voted for you, by the way.
Sausage of the week
Who could it be?
That is a big number.
on 3%. Matisse.
Respectable.
3%. Flex.
Respectable.
27%.
Oh, it's getting a bit higher.
You're not in AGT.
Oh, good, yeah. Oh, why would I? Why would I be?
It's between me and you.
I'm assuming because it's an Arsenal fan base mostly.
Oh, she always loves
Just for that,
excuse,
you
innit?
deserve the 65% sausage of the week, an all-time record, and you deserve every last bit for that last comment alone.
Wow.
The sausage of the week is Abbi Dale.
Can I start
Summers.
actually having some sausages? Like, if I'm going to get this all the time,
Don't
like,
ask.
Pause.
can we have some sausages?
Anyway,
I'm
we've reached the end of the show today. Well,
hungry.
guys,
Lunchtime.
fry up some sausages and bring it in for her. Do you want some chips as well?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
Sausage and chips.
Some salt.
Mashed potato.
Don't mind. Give me like variation.
Bubble and
It's
squeak.
different.
Turkish one, like
different. Yeah, different sausages every week.
Okay.
Right.
Listen, a big thanks going out to
Sorry,
Proton VPN for sponsoring the show and making sure that you never miss a moment of action wherever you are. Great offer on their plans today. Don't forget that. It's protonvpn.com/drsports. Just click the link in the description below or scan the screen to get the deal. You will not want to miss the show on Thursday. Of course, a lot of games. Your game's not until Thursday, is it?
Nope. So none of you can cook me.
lucky
None of you can cook
You can do
me.
it virtual.
Right, so she's gonna get her
something in.
You know
Are
what? The
here
thing is,
Thursday?
right? She's gonna have a
Sometimes
full
don't turn
revenge
up
on
Thursday. Cool.
on.
Maybe I'll host on Thursday.
Maybe,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Cool. I'll
Okay.
see you on
That'd be
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back on Thursday. Lots of games happening midweek. Of course, the big Arsenal Man United game, Chelsea, Southampton, and Liverpool going away to Newcastle. So you'll be able to get our immediate reactions to all those games on Thursday. So join us 12:30 right here on DR Sports. It's been a great show. I want to thank Abbi. Thanks, Flex. Happy birthday once again.
Thank you.
Thank you to Matisse and to the new
Premier
Premier League champion of the world, AGT.
Currently
Goodbye.
first. That's all I can do. Currently first.
It's good that we've got that title race over
really
with now.
need to do